Good evening, everybody, or morning, or afternoon, wherever the hell you might be. Welcome to yet another night, evening, morning, or day in the world of Erova, where my players, which are all here today. I think I forgot to enter your stats, so we'll do that during the game sometime. So my players, who I'll introduce in a second, will continue their journey along the country of, or the Occident of Erova, trying to figure out what is going wrong with the elements and the elemental forces. So before we start, Fumbles&Fame is not affiliated with, endorsed by, or specifically approved by Wizards of the Coast LLC. I am Kayshin. I am the puppet master or the dungeon master for this game, together with my two fellow DMs who are hopefully watching at home. We've made a nice little campaign for the people to run through. So before we get started, let's have a bit of an introductory round. While you do that, I can update the cams. So first off is Tahina. Tell me a little bit about you, about your character.
Hi, I'm Tahina. I am from Germany and I play the High Elf Illyria Klasumthal Storm Song of the Noble House of Dormwind. She's a ranger and prefers the bow, but's also handy with a scimitar.
Okay.
And her birthday party was crashed by Azers and methods and all kinds of shenanigans, and now we're on a boat. Oh my.
Next up, we have Hendrik playing Barrage.
Yes, I'm Hendrik, also from Germany, and my character is the Dragonborn time-flavored sorcerer Shestindilia Barash Tehun Mishan, from the blood of Kusuth. I have always got this name wrong, but I think it's Kusuth, yeah.
Yeah,
and I'm basically best friend with this so-called Azer now, because I'm the one who speaks the language, and ready to kick some ass.
All right. Next up, we have Federico playing Brontes.
You're muted.
You're muted. Federico, you're still muted.
You're still muted.
Federico.
Say,
There we
it's
go.
for Fumbles&Fame for a reason.
Yeah, of course.
I am deeply sorry. I am Federico. I'm from Italy, and I am going to play today our good friend Brontes Frostbeard, who is a dwarf who made booze until a few seconds ago. And I am literally ready to actually kick some ass.
Literally ready to kick some ass. Okay. Then next up, we have Sam playing Lorenzo.
Indeed, yeah. So, as you say, I'm Sam, playing Lorenzo. He's a half-elf rogue. A little bit of ship life to him, and he's out there looking to make some money.
Yeah, and you've done well so far, right?
Relatively.
Well, you could start off worse, right?
There's more gold out there, that's the problem.
Well, there's always more gold. That's just the sport, I guess. And next, finally, not last but very much not least, we have Cheech playing Xander.
Yep, Xander Lionbrook. He is the half-elf bard of questionable surroundings, background, I don't know, whatever. Last episode, we found that he has no water legs whatsoever and prefers the land to most everything else.
So give me 2 more seconds to update the stats. Shouldn't take any much longer, and then at least people at home can see what these players are playing with. 13, 15, 14. I think, Rich, is your health right as is? 15 max health, right? That's correct, right? Still?
Me? Yeah, I haven't taken damage yet.
Yeah, okay, cool. So if I'm correct, then everybody should have updated stats. Yes, no. Yes, I think everybody has updated stats. Cool. So that should be better. So last time we left our party, they were on a very nice ship, setting sail towards the east on a river. They were going towards the Dread Isle, where they think they can find out more about the elemental forces in play. So along their journey, they found that a dragonborn bard, maybe, was on this same ship, possibly the same dragonborn that they have seen before, and possibly even the dragonborn, as he said, that left this nice divining rod at the party's disposal. So they have a nice little divining rod that they can use. Furthermore, they found out that a little bit further on the way, the waterways have been lowering. The rivers have been lowering the height of the water because of reasons, and because of this, the ship has to be stopped, offloaded in a day or two. Then the ship, when it's empty, can cross over, and it'll be unloaded again on the other side. While they were here, a person came running to them, asking for help, which Illyria found out was probably not actually the truth here. So they went back to the captain with this information, and they might think that there's bandits in play. Also, Brontes in his downtime created a few little healing potions with his skill and talent in crafting and brewing things. So the party has gained 4 health potions, of which he gave one to Xander, who very happily supplied some gold for Brontes to make these potions with.
A lot of gold.
Yeah.
It was nothing.
No,
And
it was something.
I think this is where we start our adventure for the day. Them trying to find out more about this prophecy. Them trying to figure out more about this elemental forces that are happening. And them currently talking to each other about what to do next. So guys, go right ahead.
Oh, and the last thing. After we have found all the elements and all that unbalance and stuff, we have to find the answer to the most important question ever. Can you mix health potions with booze and still have them retain their potency?
That's a very good question.
That's a very good
I'm
question.
volunteering.
I guess who isn't?
Oh, by the way, before we start, viewers at home, while watching the game, you earn XP just by watching us. If the players or me roll a natural 20, you get additional XP. And you can use this XP by, if you're on Twitch itself, there's a little box on the bottom right of your video display. You can click that and redeem your XP here. Or if you're on the Twitch app on phone or iPad or whatever, there's a little puzzle box that you can click and you can redeem points over here. And you can use this XP to give the players or me advantage. Disadvantages are not allowed to be given in my games. If you give a advantage to me, I can either use it as an advantage towards my plays, or I can give a player of mine disadvantage with the XP the advantage I gain. You can also give the players maybe a health potion, add a random encounter in there, give them, you can either have an NPC by your name, maybe even if you're in the future, maybe you could even spend XP to give the party cool magic shit they can find. So be excited about that, and be sure to watch, spend XP, and interact with the party as they go. We're also checking out chat, so if you have any good inspiration for me as a DM, throw it at me, please. So, guys, go right ahead.
Yeah.
So we are agreed then. We are going to pursue these bandits to their little ambush and spring it.
I mean, Captain said we have plenty of time. May as well, I guess.
Well, but
I mean, it
we
beats-
should assure that whilst we are hunting for bandits, since we don't know where they are, the bandits don't actually come to the ship and do their work whilst we're away, right?
Ragnar offered to stand guard while we go bandit hunting.
That
mean,
and
that
on
is-
the ship itself has guards employed on its own because of course
okay.
ships sometimes get overtaken or bandits do happen in these lands. So
Yeah,
they have
okay.
an enforcement force of their own, but these are all employed for the ship itself while they're offloading to protect the cargo and the ship and the people there. So that's
Okay,
why the
so-
captain asked you guys to maybe check
Yeah.
out what might be going on with the bandits, so they and other people can be helped in the future.
Okay, so we don't have to worry about that. Then let's hunt some
And
bandits.
Ragnar was staying behind as well. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
Yeah.
so basically, we do it, so the guards don't have to do it, and so they can stand guard to the ship, basically.
I mean,
Yeah.
the ship is in a very vulnerable position. It can't move at the moment because it has to anchor while they are unloading it, and people going back and forth from a ship are very vulnerable targets. So
Well,
they should have their
yes.
hands full, right?
Lorenzo.
Yes, but... Yep.
See?
Lorenzo, you do know that potentially while cleaning up bandit camps and that kind of thing, maybe small little things, even though people are not necessarily asked to do so, a lot of the times if you do clean up something, there might be a reward involved by one of the newer villages or army guards or guards that are
Am I
around.
still transparent?
Sorry?
Am I still transparent?
No, but that's the line of your work
Yes,
you're in.
it is.
So this is exactly what you do. So you sometimes just go out, find some bandits, kick their ass, and get paid by it, even if, yeah, right. So you just give some proof, and then it's fine.
When one has to, yes.
Yeah, I'm on my new overlay. By the way, I don't have an overlay for myself yet. So sorry about that. Because I don't have stats. Actually, I could enter 99 for everything.
Well, that would be a little bit.
You know. You didn't want to sound too powerful and make us feel bad. That's why you don't have stats.
No, by just looking at you, I can make that happen. I think so. Yeah.
You could make
Deal.
just this bracket and then awesome and everything.
The thing is, a ship, if anything, a ship can be defended better than open ground. So it's we should clean the thing, and
Well,
I will
then-
get in character.
Did any one of you pay attention to where this shady guy did run off to?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, he's on the boat,
Wait, what?
traveling
No.
just like we are.
Not that
No,
shady
I'm
guy
not talking
thing.
about the Dragonborn. I'm
That's
keeping
another
an eye on
shady
the
Hey,
Dragonborn.
the guy you're talking about? I'm sorry, I'm getting confused here.
The shady
Oh,
guy that
I'm sorry.
our Illyria shot an arrow at his feet,
Oh.
and
I
That
saw
was
when
running
he was
away from
running.
us after she discovered that he was lying.
He was trying to lure us away, so we should
Yeah,
be
exactly.
prepared for a trap.
But since we're hunting down these bandits, we have to follow his track, right? So we need to know where he went to follow him.
Oh, that should be easy.
Yes, he did not seem too inclined to let us out of his sight.
And
I
he
mean, I
left
don't know
food mark.
what does the area look like in general. What is there like forest right in front of us, or is it just fields? Or
The most of the area around you are fields and some hills, and in between here and there are some groups of trees, and not necessarily forests. And some groups of trees might be described as being a forest, but there's
Yeah,
no
but-
huge foresty areas of that. There are, yeah, like maybe the biggest area of forest you find is like maybe 20-30 miles, and that's about it.
Yeah, but so basically, if we would wander up on this hilly terrain, at some point we should have a pretty good visual about the area, and if there would be a bandit camp, we should practically see it, right?
Depends on where they leave their camp, because they
Yeah, I
could
mean,
still
if
they
it's
could they could
in the
still put
woods
it somewhere in
then
wooded
obviously we
area.
don't, but
They could still put it in wooded areas. So yeah.
yeah, of course, no, but yeah, yeah. Either way, so are we heading off?
Just a quick moment, I say, and step below deck to prepare for the happy hunting party.
Yeah. There's
See, I have a
Thing.
flag now.
Oh, we have flags. Um, if this shady person, not the Dragonborn, the other shady person, was scared off with an arrow, I think he might have gotten to the camp and warned the other kids and said, "Oi, we have peeps following."
We made no motion to follow him. It's
Yeah,
more
I
that we didn't fall for his little trick.
Oh, so he's not expecting trouble yet.
One
And
would hope not.
even if he is, I mean, we can choose the point. I mean, as soon as we know that they have like a literal camp, and we know how good this camp is, we always can choose the timing on when we want to engage. So it's definitely on our favor
That makes sense.
because
Well,
you can await us, but at some point you have to sleep, right? So
Yeah, sleep, get water, get food. I suggest
Exactly.
we go and give it a look. Case the
shouldering my
scenery.
bag and waiting for the others.
So you want to do what?
Go
After
on a bit of recon.
Oh, I'm going to go to Ragnis and just tell him again to like keep watch for those bandits if they will come here.
You already see
because-
that the guards of the ship itself, they're not a lot, but there are some. They've set around a little bit of a perimeter around the place where they are offloading. And Ragnar seems to be part of this perimeter as well, looking
Yeah.
out to
Very good.
whatever might be coming near.
Very good. Because I
Can I
trust
go
him to be
to
better in
the-
fight than these guards. So
Definitely.
yeah.
Can I go to whoever looks to be the captain of the security and be like, so he's going to be with you, but also he will not be able to understand you.
The captain of this party would be the captain or the first mate. The
Okay,
first
so-
mate is Ars Eathlus. It's a burly elf. He has an eye patch.
Yeah, so before heading off, I would go up to them and like, so Ragnis, the fiery one.
The
is
weird
gonna-
dwarf, you mean?
Hmm?
The weird dwarf, you mean?
Yeah,
The fire dwarf there, yes?
he'll be here with you. He said he's gonna stay and help out. You won't be able to give him orders. He-
I'm sure
because-
if he needs orders, I'm able to relay them to them. He says with
Okay,
a
fair
big
enough.
with a big cocky smile.
Fair enough, guy.
But I think he will do nicely for protecting the ship while you are off hunting these bandits that I've heard about. I think a lot of people will be helped by you guys doing this.
Fair enough. All right, yeah, that's it. I go back with the rest of them, and I'm like, so what way?
I would think it would be best to return to the place where we saw our little friend and see if we cannot pick up his trail.
That was like 50 feet from here because he came running towards the camp itself,
Yeah.
saying that there was
I
horses are under attack! Help! Help!
I come from below deck, and usually Ellie wears her scale-mail armor with tabard and this brightly blue-colored cloak with pauldrons made out of gilded feathers. So it's very flashy.
Yeah.
And she took off those pauldrons, and it's either a different cloak or maybe she turned it around because it's now this nondescript gray, green, bluish
Yeah, you
color.
can turn your cloak inside out from the flashy cloak that shows your legacy to a more foresty look that you use on certain occasions in the big city in Elum as well.
Yeah.
You would, depending on the kind of folk you would talk to, you would turn your cloak the other way around and remove some of the more flashy bits of your.
I should probably get
Exactly.
something comparable because my clothes are always like very colorful and shining bright. So,
From I'm here, deal with it, to I might not be here.
And she steps up with her nice new boots that Xander gave her, and
Oh,
she
right, yeah.
is basically armed to the teeth. She has this belt with several daggers and scimitars. She has tie sheets with daggers on them. She has her boots who have hidden blades in them that Senna showed her how to
Yeah, your
use.
your head, your hair up high
And
on
my
your
hair, exactly.
head
My
with
hair is
the
now in
hairpin
an
in it,
updo, and I have a pin in there with the
the hidden
Dornwind
stiletto.
blue jewel, and that's a stiletto as
Oh, damn.
And she has her trusted bow and a quiver brimming with arrows. And she pulled the hood when she comes up, and the rhombus of awareness, the ion stone, is floating around her head like a small moon. And she's pulling up her hood and a scarf over her face. And her gait totally has changed from just sauntering lady over the ship to stealthy killer in the shadow, and says, "Let's go hunting," and leaves
So
the ship.
she comes out on top of the deck, well, with everybody there, and at first you don't recognize her because not only is the clothes totally different from what she's wearing, but also her entire posture is changed, and she feels even though she felt way comfortable in her lady outfit, at this point she seems to be almost at home, and you think the only thing that's missing here is a dark shadowy spot in the forest where she can disappear in. So, and then you look at the eyes between the scarf and the hood, and you recognize a little bit of the enthusiastic, frolicky glint that's still in there, even under her guise of darkness and a little bit more of a dark tone. Yeah. So.
Wow, that should set off nicely compared to. And I look at our sorcerer. Yeah, I look at Barash, and I'm like, that should counter out that.
Yeah, Mirage looks at himself. I did not pack for this trip.
I mean, I literally only have
And
this one
they
robe
say
that I
I'm
always.
flamboyant.
I have mending and prestidigitation. I only wear this one robe that I always prepare and clean with my mending. With
Yeah,
my
sure.
spells.
So you don't have
So
anything
I don't
else
actually
on
have
you.
anything else to wear. So yeah.
You
Because
know,
I
Lady
left
Sunsong,
my
if
hometown
you
with this
if
one
you
robe.
dress like this more often, this might have to be the easiest job I've ever had, protecting you.
Yeah, this is a
Oh,
world of
mm.
difference. It's a bit of a culture shock as well.
I mean, I'm a dragonborn,
Comparatively, I'm
right?
literally
So
wearing an off-white cream color cloak, so it's not like I can't be picked out of a crowd.
yeah.
As I said, I'm not a wilting flower or a damsel in distress. I just need backup. Someone I can fight back to back. Someone to save
That's
me.
how we call it.
Yeah, let's go hunting.
I see her
Yes.
even stroking one of her weapons with absolute care and like they're living beings almost. So she definitely knows how to handle these. You've never expected this from her. You've seen her being fast and able to hold herself during the Azer fight, but this is again a total world of difference, especially in this outfit.
That was me hobbled in a party dress with just one dagger.
So yeah, also for you, Lorenzo, this is not the thing you thought you needed to protect, you know?
Yeah, he looks a little bit more relaxed actually at the sight. Still,
Okay, so I don't have to work actually. Yeah.
And there's a little bit of
pretty
a
much.
yeah, there's also a little bit of a smile on Lorenzo's face. Not expected, but very, very positively convincing. Yeah. What Lorenzo? What do you wear?
Very stereotypical sort of pseudo musketeer swashbuckler type gear. So it's type of double with the belt going across, white sleeves, that kind of thing. And the double
Is it like a blue or reddish colored vest that you have on? Maybe like reddish colored leather.
I'm trying to remember now on the image. I think it's blue if I remember rightly.
Because I imagine with a swashbuckler kind of deal and a little bit of a musketeer kind of deal, there is some color in there, right?
There's a bit of flash to it.
Yeah,
Nothing too drastic, but yeah.
It's not an overabundantly like bright color, but there is some color like on the leathery parts that you have.
He's
There's
not the kind of rogue that drowses himself in shadows and edgelordness.
Yeah. You're more of a frontline fighter in day life. This is again for you even something fairly newish. So yeah. And Brontes, what are you wearing?
You know, everybody is wearing this all cool stuff and weapons and armor and cloaks and stuff, and I'm just wearing a good old black gambeson and leather trousers and boots. And
So
stuff.
not too bright, really.
No, just like the most it's
Simple
just-
simple traveler's clothes, really, right? Like almost just a cloak, and that's about it.
No, it's
Oh.
like the Fantasyland equivalent of a sweatshirt and jeans.
Okay.
It's
Like,
just
but the fabric's really loose, and you can move really easily in this, right?
yeah, it's also like it's this like very thick quilted fabric that for those of you who have some reenactment experience, it's the kind of garment you wear underneath the armor. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
as Akaton, Gambeson, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And it's very comfy actually. I have
And
one.
and imagine you go commando in that, right?
No.
No, not
No.
even.
Nah.
Dwarves have standards.
Yeah. He's a
Sheath your sword.
exactly. I don't need that. So the sword is sheathed. Don't worry.
Okay.
And I actually have a what is like sort of a very thick bladed machete, kind of like, sheathed behind my back,
Mhm.
so that I am not completely unarmed. But other than
So
that,
it hangs upside down, so you can pull it out downwards, right?
no, it's just
Oh,
parallel
sideways?
to my waistline.
Yeah. So it's sideways. Yeah.
Yes,
So you can pull it out. It's still even like easily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I'm popping my knuckles happily.
Ah, damn it.
Can you push the talk button?
Okay, so you make your way towards where this guy was last seen, and he seemed to be going towards a little patch of trees with a small path going through it. Seeing as the path is not that much traveled here, it's just for the common folk that live in like farms and other small little hamlets across the lands that you've seen here and there on the boat as well in the distance, because most of the travel will be done on ship over here, and the big trade routes are by land are in different places. So you move towards this little area, and you see on this road the remains of what seems to be a horse. Yeah, that's what you see.
How
Was
long
he
have we
lying?
been walking up there? Now?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
how long?
you're still like about 80, 90 feet from it.
No, like how long did it take us to go from the
About
ship?
half an hour, maybe.
Okay, so it's not too far away. Okay. Okay, that actually would make sense. Didn't he say that they were attacked half an hour to an hour ago, and when he arrived at our place? So if he would have said the truth, then that was the time span he would have needed to get to us. But either way,
Can
I mean,
Can I roll a survival to
Yeah.
see if I could
That's-
figure out
I wanted to- yeah.
how long that the if I could tell if it's been there for a while?
So you guys decide to go closer towards this horse. There is on the left and right side of this specific spot more foresty area and shrubbery area around than on the other parts of this pathway.
so that, but it is a
we're
dead
seeing
horse,
it from
right?
far.
Yeah, you're still
We're
about
seeing
like
it.
90 feet away from it.
But we can see that the horse is dead.
You see a horse lying there, and there's like arrows sticking in it and
Okay, so yeah.
half dried blood on it that you can see in the
80 feet
distance, but you can't see too much yet.
Okay.
Oh, I thought we were close.
No, you're not close yet.
Should we maybe do some circling around to see if they're lying in wait somewhere
Yeah, might be a good idea.
for people who approach the horse to investigate?
Sounds like a good idea.
Hmm. Can we somehow slip into the bushes between the trees to do the sweeping?
You want to go around? So I guess you want to try
Yes.
to do a stealth around, right?
Yeah.
So everybody can roll a stealth
Yeah.
check. You can do a
And-
group stealth check for that.
And I would like to look out for tracks and read those tracks, so and follow them. If I mean,
Oh.
I saw where that guy went away, so I should know what his tracks look like, right?
Are we
Yeah.
going to do this in Fantasy Grounds or?
Same thing as we decided before. Whenever we're like not doing in Fantasy Grounds combat, we will do
Okay.
whatever the hell you want. You can do it in game. It's nicer for our viewers because they can see the rolls, but you can do it in real life as well. I don't mind. But as soon as we're going into like maybe
Combat.
planned combat on Fantasy Grounds, then we'll switch.
I want to use my new dice.
Yeah,
I'm
go
gonna
ahead,
use
I'm
go
gonna
ahead.
take this dirty 20 for my stealth check.
As we're shifting about into hiding positions, I'd like the Lorenzo to be keeping an eye out for potential ambushes lurking in the forest as they're moving around it. So,
Alright.
do you mind if I roll perception?
idea.
First, what's everybody's stealth, and then we can see the next rolls for that.
I
Sure.
rolled a 1.
23 instead.
20.
14.
Okay, so that would be
12.
14 would be the lowest, right? Sorry, the lowest average.
No, no, 14
That's
is not the
one.
lowest.
That's
No,
one.
14 is the lowest average.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Because on group checks you take the if half of the group makes the check, then you make the check as a group. So then the lowest average is the third number.
Ooh, I have to use that for my own game. That's a brilliant idea.
Yeah, and Leonie even using this a different system with considering stealth. And I'm thinking about it, but I'm not sure about it. I still like the group roll idea. So yeah, you make a sweep around. Meanwhile, Illyria puts her nose to the floor and starts looking for tracks and other stuff around her.
I have a
And
19 for,
Lorenzo is looking around him if there's maybe something lurking in the bushes. So you can roll a perception for that, and you, Illyria, you can roll roll a survival for that.
19 on survival to look for tracks and follow them.
Okay. So Lorenzo, while you're moving across quite stealthily, actually, even though Brontes and who was the other? Yeah, even though Brontes isn't that good at making no noise, you help him out by lifting his armor here and there while moving over branches, or even.
Please.
When he almost steps on a like a big pile of dried leaves, you
After
you
about
just
5
get
minutes of
you
this,
give
you
him
see
a push.
Lorenzo actively trying to hold his tongue a little bit.
Yeah, you give him a little push. So he doesn't
Absolutely.
step into that or hold the branch for him. So overall, you're doing quite well. Lorenzo, you don't see anything around here besides you have a little bit of sight on the horse still from here. But there's nothing really moving or happening around here. Maybe some forest animals. You hear some birds in the trees here and there. In the distance, you see on the fields outside the forest. You see a few little bunnies hopping around into a happy little dance, and maybe even doing some other stuff.
Well, I'm presuming I'm with Brontes at this point, so I'm sort of shepherding through the forest, so he'll just sort of stop in a decent area where he can see out and still be covered, and just put a restraining hand on the door. So it's like, unless my eyes deceive me, I do not see anything to concern ourselves with immediately. Do you see anything?
Illyria, meanwhile, while moving towards, you're still moving the sweeping around. You do find some tracks here and there in the bushes, definitely surrounding on this side of the pathway where you're at, like with a really nice clear vision of line of sight, but still a really good hiding place. You see here and there some impressions of footprints and maybe someone who sat here. What you also see is some holes in the ground where you think maybe someone has put arrowheads into before.
I narrate that while I see it. I'm like, oh, look here, there was someone sitting, and there were some
Okay.
arrows in the ground, and I
I-
think they waited for us, but
I ask, profiting of Bronte's slight tad of battlefield experience, Do you think those arrows were put as in for easy access from an archer point of view, or just?
They seem to be grouped in a small little circle, definitely like put down in the ground. So
There was a marksman here.
Yeah, I mean, they
you
tried
see
to
more of
lure
these
us here
patches.
to
So
ambush
yeah,
us, right? So maybe they just gave up because we took so long and did not seem convinced. So let's
Well,
see
you
where
wouldn't need this many to actually kill a horde.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
what was your
But
role again, Ali?
My theory at this time is they killed the horse and waited, sent that other guy to lure us in, and the marksman was sitting here and wanted to shoot at us as soon as we would show up. But we did not comply with their plea, and so they just left.
I would like to point a thing. If the group is fine with it, I would like to go and check the horse.
Be
Because-
careful. This
Because-
area, it is quite clear these bandits are well established. If they are
If-
building traps and defenses of this sort,
Yeah, if
there must be a substantial presence.
if you're going to check out that, we should ready ourselves to react as soon as something shows up.
Absolutely.
Like, I can hold my spell to ready to shoot if someone engages us or you as soon as you show at the horse.
I put an arrow.
Yeah.
You knock an arrow. Okay, Illyria knocks an arrow. Barrage, what do you want to do?
I'm holding a ray of frost basically to shoot at. As soon as
So
something engages us, I release the ray of frost.
So you move your hand through the air, and it seems like it's almost like your fingers are moving in slow motion, and the air around it seems to be almost shimmering a bit. Lorenzo, what do you want to do?
He'll hold his position.
Okay, Xander. By the way, Xander, you're still holding your hurdy-gurdy around your neck, I guess, right?
Well, the hurdy-gurdy actually is... There's like a whole waist piece for it.
Oh, you can just turn it around like
Yeah,
like
exactly.
a belt. Yeah. Okay.
So it's like actually
On your back
underneath the cloak.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So
So
you have a big bulge. You have a bulge under your cloak.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but whatever. I do take out the hand crossbow and
You knock it.
slide a bolt back on it and wait. If anyone jumps out, I will attack.
All right, Brontes, because I think everybody wanted to prepare something for you to go towards this horse, right?
Yeah, I would, since I am a short little dwarf with punches, it's not very useful being at a distance, so I would like to go and inspect the corpse.
As you leave the safety of the trees, you'll just hear from Lorenzo. I hope what they say about dwarven fortitude is as accurate as what they say about dwarven stealth.
We shall see.
I hope not.
Xander, he snorts a chuckle.
That's fine. That was a good one. Specifically, I would like to very discreetly, not discreetly, carefully, there you go, move to the horse
All right.
in a way that if there are like arrows raining from the side they shouldn't, I can duck and use
Basically
the
from the
horse
other side of the road, because you're standing on the side of the road now in the bushes still.
Exactly.
And then you have the road, and then you have the other side, which has more of these similar bushes that you're standing behind. Yeah.
and I would if let's say that I'm closing to the dead horse, and if people shoot at me, I would like to use it as cover.
The horse itself.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. You almost lower yourself a bit, so you're even smaller than you are. You move up towards this horse. Why didn't you make a dex save for me?
Sure. That's what I was waiting for. Let's roll a dexterity saving throw, shall we? Why does it roll twice? Because I have a disadvantage for some odd reason.
It says you are not proficient with your armor for some reason.
Wait.
I believe he's rolling disadvantage.
Yeah, because like it says, the arrow that you have no proficiency with your armor. That's a new thing in Fantasy Grounds.
Oh,
That
okay.
you probably have to put the proficiency in.
yeah, I have.
You're not
Let
wearing
me
armor, are
check.
you?
I am not, but I think it's like a code wise. Yeah, now it's rolling one
So
dice
does a
instead
dex
of two.
check. I
Yes.
need a dex save.
Sorry, I am stupid. There you go.
Thank you.
Well,
Same result. There you go.
So why did you
14.
get the non-proficiency then? What happened?
I think it was
Oh, you didn't have a star at the proficiency. Cool.
yeah
yeah.
Yeah.
for
Okay.
the
Cool.
AC panel.
Yeah.
It's weird.
So you move up towards this horse. You hear a sudden snap as a little string that was strewn before here breaks, and a big log tied between the trees on both sides of the of where the horse is comes swinging towards you, whoosh, and you duck down while it misses you.
Xander looks and he's like, how the shit did we miss that?
I believe we couldn't see the logs for the trees.
Brontes, what do you want to do?
I'm so tempted to do a very stupid thing.
Do it.
Do a stupid
Do it.
thing.
Do a stupid thing. Okay. Mildly loudly, as in my normal volume, I would like to look at the sky and say, "You haven't got me, fuckers!"
Okay, as you say that, roll another dex save.
Oh no!
Yes.
Why are you
Oh,
doing this?
yes.
And that's a natural one. Roll it again, please.
know.
Roll a flat dice 20 for me, please.
Okay.
If you're
There
gonna
is
do it
one
in
person-
style, right?
Yes, there is one person in the audience, I think, right now, who is totally face palming and going, "Oh yeah, that's average. That's him."
So that's a 10. Okay. While you look at the sky and shouting out, the same log that was just swinging across your head and you ducked under comes swinging back by its own momentum. And you look up and it smacks you straight in the back of your head. Boom!
Ow.
Didn't see
You're
that one.
unconscious now.
Oh, I need my dice for this. Give me a second.
Well, that serves me well, I think.
What's your hit point maximum right now?
21.
Okay, so that.
Damn. It's just
By the way,
66 damage.
This is
Yeah, that's like. Let's see how much damage it
this
is.
is a big log.
Yeah, I would assume like easily a D10.
Upon impact, Xander yells, "Heads up!"
Yeah, and his head goes down.
Ah, shit.
Yeah.
Oh.
After a loud squish,
And you take 10 bludgeoning damage from the hit in the back of your head.
okay.
That's pretty bad.
That's
And you get
painful.
knocked over onto the horse, hitting a bit of the arrows that were sticking in it. They break a bit, and some of the blood is now covering you as well. It was definitely not dry yet. And you're lying there. Well, above you, this log swings back and forth a few times more, and then stops just on top of the horse itself.
Yeah.
And falls down on you.
That is not going to go away for a while. I might need a new Gambison after that.
You okay?
No!
At least
That
he's still
sounded like
conscious.
it hurt.
That's just damage to my pride.
Are you in need of assistance?
Not yet. I'm just cranky. Ow! I just get up and go, well, if somebody wants to shoot at me now, then my days can go worse. So feel free.
For 1 second, I look at my arrow, considering.
I release my spell, but no. Yeah.
Because at this stage, Brontes is still deeply convinced that there are bandits in the opposite side of the road.
I'm like
Just laughing their butts off.
Yeah, I'm just thinking of shooting the wood,
I would like
but no, better
to
not to.
make a perception check to listen for a laughing band.
Roll a perception check.
Ooh, I love that new die. That is 21.
While you're laughing, you hear yourself, ha ha ha, ha, and everybody around you a little bit laughing because of the sheer silliness of them not dodging it on the way back. And you do hear a little bit of laughter, but you reckon these are mockingjays laughing with you more than anything else.
Okay.
And so you hear some birds.
Fine.
I nudge Sander with my elbow. Even the birds are laughing.
That's terrible.
Poor guy.
So can you stand up from the horse then, so we can actually look after those bandits, wherever they may have gone now?
I stand up from the bloody horse.
Okay.
Because that's fun. And
So can you said he has blood on his what is the word you use all the time for your
Gambison,
gambeson? Yes,
I will
exactly.
write it down.
So if it's like bloody a little bit, I would just use prestidigitation to clean it.
That's much kind of you.
It's a padded linen thing. It's a bit
Yeah,
tougher than.
I know what the gambeson is. I just don't know the English word.
Yeah, for the viewers as well. It's like a
Okay,
padded. You sometimes see there's like this. What's the shape again?
Lozenge. That's
This-
another shape.
Yeah, this the. What are they?
Lozenge.
It's just squares, right?
Yeah,
Wait,
squares and
just
stuff. Yeah.
Wait a second. I have one in the other room. I'll go get it.
Yeah, cool. Do that.
While he does that, I would like to look around for more tracks. And my theory is that Archer was sitting here waiting for us to come and be stupid enough to spring their trap, but we did not. So
We've
they
done
must
half
have
of
left.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, now.
You were stupid enough to spring the trap, just not at the moment they planned it. So yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
We used the dwarf to disable the trap.
You see
That's
the
how I'm
track.
going to-
You see the tracks. Yeah, roll another survival check. You can roll with
Survival check?
advantage this time.
Oh, nice.
Because you've been here a bit, you've seen these tracks and how they are. So
Okay, I rolled a 19, so that is 23 then.
okay,
on survival.
so you see that these tracks lead a little bit deeper into the little bit of foresty area that you find here.
The
Is there
tracks
any
are
way-
moving away from here, like in this direction, I see and point.
Looking at the tracks, is there any indication of how many people might be moving in that direction?
You can roll an investigation check for that if you want.
Mm-hmm. Nate didn't get me very far, I'm going to wager.
Oh yeah, that's a.
Yeah, there you go.
14 on investigation, if that helps.
What are you
So-
investigating for right now?
To see how many tracks those are.
You
So, like,
wouldn't
medieval
be able
kung
to
fu
discern. They all walk on top of each other. So you don't really have an idea that how many there might have been.
It's not
It's
really
at
that-
least
that there are like.
if you look at it, it's at least like 2 or 3 people on each side.
Okay.
At least that, but that's the only thing you can discern. It could be 20, it could be 50, it could be 100. You know, you can't tell.
I have 2 ideas for the further chase of those bandits. First idea, we let just Brontes go ahead to disarm all the upcoming traps, or we are just trying to look out for them from now on to not have him disable them.
That's one way of doing things.
I don't really care for which one we use, but yeah, might be a better idea to look out for traps from now on, because I'd assume as if they have a camp and we get closer to it, they might have more traps prepared.
So
That's a reasonable assumption.
as Brontes gets up, I'm gonna cast Healing Word on him.
Thanks.
Do you have not cure wounds?
No,
Okay.
Healing Word.
Okay, yeah, because cure wounds would have done more if you have the chance for it,
Yeah.
of course. Yeah, yeah.
Right,
Cool.
but
Yep.
you know. So just drag the cross into the field?
If you go to your character sheet,
Yeah.
to actions, and then to healing
Okay,
words, you have the heal thing there. You can either
Yeah.
drag it to the chat, or you should be able to drag it onto Barrage up top, maybe on the where you have the party.
Brontes.
Sorry, Brandis. Yeah.
Yeah.
That did not do anything.
Go to the combat tracker and try to drag it onto him there.
Oh,
That's
but
you should be okay.
it should
What's your
add
spellcasting modifier?
Yeah.
I'll add it
Uh,
just that.
The modifier is
+3.
my
+3.
yeah +3.
I changed it in that, so next time you roll, it'll add 3.
All right, thank you.
So you get healed for 4 points of damage, so you can reduce your wounds a bit, Brontes.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, he already did the 1 for the auto roll, so subtract 3 more.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
For a grand
Sorry,
total
Tully,
of
yeah.
6.
Yeah, we're using fantasy grounds for our maintenance of characters and character sheets. And maybe with a bit of luck and chance, we'll get to see more of it later on a bigger scale.
If we at some point will find those bandits.
So yeah, you get healed for 4 points of healing, and you feel a bit better. Like the bruise on the back of your
I-
head shrinks a little bit.
Yeah.
I hand you quietly 5 berries as you come closer.
So
To
you
soothe
use
your wounded pride.
you
I
use
said
good
to
berries.
you. I use good berries. Yeah.
Roll a sleight of hand to see if you can give it to him while the rest of the party doesn't notice.
Oh, okay. I
If-
just
if-
have to drag that over, right?
Yeah, drag it onto just onto the on the chat screen on the left. That's basically the dice tower.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I love this thing.
So you slip it onto
Whoa.
him, and Brontes just realizes he has 5 of these berries in hand, and he looks at Tahina, and she gives a little bit nod to him.
Looking at you.
Well, that's very gracious of you. Thank you. And I eat one.
You feel a bit better. You get healed for 1 point of damage of healing, and you also feel quite full in your stomach, like you shouldn't have to eat today anymore.
Yeah, okay.
How many lambers did you eat?
27?
But you can eat more of these if you want.
But I think that wouldn't go anywhere pleasant.
Why not?
Yeah, that's actually a good
5
question
berries?
for this berry spell. Can
Go-
you actually eat more, or can you only eat 1 because then you're full?
You
just
you
feel
eat
full, I
enough
mean.
until you're full. If you're already full, you didn't eat enough until you're full, which is nothing, right? So don't ever worry that you're gonna overeat with good berries. That's not what they're intended for.
Yeah, but that's the thing that I was wondering.
They're
about.
intended to give people sustenance for a day, plus they get the additional 1 health point. So that's just.
But you can't over
No, of course not.
overeat.
That would be silly.
Yeah, I wasn't sure about that because
No,
you know,
that's-
if you're
that's-
full and then
that-
eat something that makes you full,
That's
it's
not.
like
I don't think that's
They are
within the
super
design
cool.
space of the spell as well.
yeah.
I mean, they
think
are
so.
also vegan and lactose free and
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can shove as much in as you want.
Because I think then after the first, they just don't work. Because you're already full, basically.
Yeah, but you still feel
Yeah, but
better,
you
and
still
you
get-
feel your bruise getting
I mean,
smaller as well.
they are like this, so I mean, if you eat 5 of
It's
them,
like a
volume is
small-
it going to make your stomach
Yeah,
burst?
Tahina, how do your berries look? Because I always like specifying how people's specific good
Um,
berries look.
My gooseberries look like raspberries because I like them best.
Okay, so you
They
get a few.
taste like them,
So then you definitely would want to eat all of them, right?
but they are not as squishy as raspberries. They
Yeah.
look like gooseberries in form and texture, but they have this red color of the raspberry and the taste of the raspberry.
Nice.
The player loves them.
So do you eat only one of them, or what's the idea?
No, I eat only one. I don't have time for a snack, for a whole snack.
It's 4 more points of healing.
I know, but
I
So-
look at you like, eat them. I gave them
Grandma
to you.
Illyria.
Eat them.
I don't think I have the time for this now, so I will eat them later. Thank you very much.
How much time do you need to eat a berry?
Folks,
Just cram them in
Folks.
there.
Xander
I've
was right
seen
next to you.
Eat 10 honey cakes at my birthday party. Your whole beard was full with
are we
honey
literally
and
standing
crumbs.
here discussing to eat good berries
Yeah,
instead of
exactly.
chasing bandits? Not that I'm impatient, but I pull out
Yes.
my mage hand and start tapping people like annoyingly on the shoulders because I'm bored.
If you die, I will write on your gravestone, he should have eaten the berries. Just so we're clear, I say, and keep on tracking those footsteps.
You can write all you wish on my gravestone. You won't be my problem anymore.
Yeah, you think that the tracks go further into the woods, and you'd be able to track them further if you would go further.
I would
But
like to
makes a
follow
lot of
them.
Let's look out for traps, please. if anyone can do
Lorenzo, my dear, if you would be so kind.
Oh yeah, I see
I
it.
probably
Cool
hired
Brontes.
you for certain abilities.
Indeed.
Uh-huh.
Let's double tag this. I will follow the tracks, and you will make sure that that debacle over there does not happen again. If you
I
can
cannot be
find it.
responsible for the dwarfs cursing of the sky gods.
You are responsible for me, so please make sure that doesn't
Oh,
happen to
you're,
me.
yes, it is a very different concern altogether.
I mean, it's help by definition, right? Because if you help Brontes can help Illyria.
That would require a little bit more expense.
Ow.
As we head forward, though, yes, I'll definitely be keeping my eye out for any further traps lying in the way.
Okay, so Illyria, while moving further along the woods, you can roll another survival check, and Lorenzo, you can roll a perception check. What does the rest of the party want to do meanwhile?
Can I
Close.
help her with the tracking?
Of course
Yeah.
you can.
I'm gonna
Give
stop
her
rolling
advantage.
fantasy grounds.
Of course you
I-
can.
I
I'm
rolled
just
a 23
keeping,
again.
because I'm walking last, most likely, of the group.
Okay.
I will just keep an eye out for a back, like if someone.
So
there's
you can
someone-
help Lorenzo then with this perception.
Yeah,
Okay, splendid.
So
So
okay,
you
you can
get
roll with
advantage.
advantage then.
yeah.
It's more like it.
That's pretty good.
So you all help each other find tracks and check out the surrounding areas, and you follow this little path that seems to be not made by animals, but maybe man-made, but not traveled a lot. That you follow, and you don't see any more traps or other weird stuff around you. You think that it was really localized around the horse itself. After about maybe an hour and a half following this track,
Just as they're progressing forward, Lorenzo will at some point turn to Brontes and remark, "After all that, did you find anything interesting on the horse?"
Not really. It was a lot of blood and a few arrows and a few logs with awful physics.
Worthwhile,
fun.
then, yes?
awful physics.
Weird physics, man.
It
Physics
swings
are
back
worst.
and forth.
It's called pendulum.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I deal with chemistry, not physics, so every physics is weird for me. That's just weird stuff.
And I'm glad to know it was so worthwhile for you.
So, yeah, you follow these tracks further along, and after about an hour and a half, you see a little bit of smoke coming upwards from the trees.
Oh. Maybe you want to go a little bit more quiet from now on.
Yep, definitely.
Maybe some of us should sneak ahead, scout
Or
out the
that.
area, and come back.
Yes, that is a good idea. I am not the best sneaker.
I'm glad you're admitting it now.
Hey, better late than never.
You have other
Indeed.
strengths, I'm sure, I say, and squeeze your shoulder comfortingly. Yeah. And then
Doing a
appreciate
little
me.
mage hand. Great.
So let's
Illyria,
move
you want to
ahead.
go up and scout?
Yes, I would like that very much. And maybe would you care to join me? I asked Lorenzo.
Well, you say that, you all get this sudden urge to get a sip of water or wine or whatever else you have on you, while you consider this idea of this small little petty set of the halfling kind sitting in a bar, giving you a drink, being Lone Wolf Rowan, cheering everybody on. So, Rowan,
Run!
cheers
I
to
would, I
that.
don't have anything.
Cheers.
Cheers!
Because that's my fellow DM, and yeah, he's one of the the bar runners.
Yes.
Ignis, the halfling, yes, the petty set of the halfling kind. So, you want to go up ahead with a few of you?
Yes.
Who would that be? Who steps forward to say yes? I will go forward.
Well,
Who feels sneaky?
If Ali's going up, Lorenzo's going to have to go up by definition. So yeah,
Yeah, of course.
well then.
I will stay back.
Should it be the three of us, or do you two just want to do it on your own?
I'm not the best in sneaking, so I would rather stay behind as well.
I would think
I
perhaps
say,
it is. Go on.
I say to Sennis, let's make it a threesome. Let's go. And start sneaking off.
This was not something I had in mind.
So then,
Good.
indeed, Lorenzo already rolled. Lorenzo, Illyria, and Xandar can all roll a stealth check for me.
A very fitting roll. That was a booby 20, a dirty 20.
Still, who never said no to a 20?
Indeed.
I got 12.
Yep, the boys are letting the side down.
I'm
Okay.
snickering too much from your threesome comment.
I always forget that you're only 35, so it's basically like taking kindergartners with me.
I'm just grateful you haven't asked how old Lorenzo is.
All right, I only know how old.
To be
Sander
fair, he's only 35 physically. Mentally, he's far more immature.
Oh yeah. I gathered that from the Luring to Bed song he played in the tavern before we left the town.
I'm coming up with some other ones too.
And I'm looking forward to hearing them.
So, let me share something with you guys.
It's a crossbow bolt.
To the fair.
Well, that seems apt.
That's fair.
To be fair, with the log earlier, I'm half expecting like a boulder come rolling down a hill or something.
And this time it's not me.
And as it comes rolling, it's like, that's interesting. We're on flatland.
Boom. Uh-huh.
You should have to ask the dwarf. I know nothing of physics.
Give me a second, guys. I'm just fixing some stuff.
It's all good. I'm sneaking through the bushes silent as a shadow while the boys behind me are like,
Yeah, exactly.
like schoolgirls snickering.
Or like,
She totally said threesome, guys.
Oh, I know this map. Oh my god. Oh my god. I know this map. Because I used it in my campaign.
Well, you've got no excuse for not using every piece of terrain as your advantage then.
I mean,
No pressure.
no. No pressure at all. Just a tad.
yeah, of course, there's a patrol. I love it. I love it.
Give me a second. I'm almost ready, guys. Let me do some DM stuff.
Oh, what? If you hover over a character now, like over Lorenzo or whatever, there's like this darkened squares around him. That's pretty funny.
So, let me share that with the viewers as well, if I'm able to. Should be able to.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry guys,
Ooh,
first
Judge
time with this
Luke.
new overlay, so here we should go, and I think the viewers are able to check this out as well. So what we have here is the three of you, Illyria, Xander, and Katanis Lorenzo. You end up coming upon what looks to be the start of a camp of sorts. And you also see a guy wearing a... let me double check. A scimitar and a light crossbow. The light crossbow he's currently holding with an arrow on it, not knocked, but an arrow loosely on it, able to pull and shoot quite quickly. And he's looking around him for anything that might come across. And he seems to be walking in a clockwise direction around what you see and think is the start of a palisade of sorts.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we found their home.
Oh yes, that looks like a camp. But it's not finished. You said it's the beginning of a palisade.
Yeah, you can't see the rest yet from where you are.
We can't see. Okay.
And you see a little bit further on, you see a little bit of smoke coming from, you think, within this palisade.
Can I do a guesstimate how many bandits might be in there?
Well,
And
you
is that
can't
the
see
same
any
bandit?
more than the one right now.
Is that the same person who tried to lure us, or is it someone else?
You can roll a perception for that.
That's not that good. That is only an 11.
You don't seem to be able to discern if this is the same guy or not.
Yeah, I was looking at his feet, so I wouldn't hit his toesies song. Who knows what that guy looked like? I whispered to the others, should we circle around to see how many of them are there and how big this thing is?
Go back for the other two.
We would rather go back but we didn't find anything but one bandit and a palisade. That's not exactly scouting. That's just going 100.
Well, then let's keep going around.
Would you rather stay here and I sneak ahead and keep an eye on this one? Or one
I'll
could
cover
go
you
back
as you
and-
go ahead.
You see that by now the guy has been moving a bit already, so yeah. So he is walking.
Okay.
I'll keep an eye on him and cover you as you scout ahead.
He's going clockwise, right?
Yes.
So I would like to go counterclockwise. And if I can, I would like to stay
In the tree line.
behind. Yes.
So
And
just
turn
see it
around.
as the map, and everything outside of the map
Yeah.
is more trees, you know?
Okay. So I would like to stay outside of the map, basically.
Okay.
And hidden.
So you go further northward.
Yeah.
Okay. Meanwhile, the patrol seems to be moving a bit as well.
Okay, Lorenzo will be following, keeping a decent distance between them so that they're not, falling over one another. But I'll also be keeping an eye out to see if any other guards, perhaps from the other side, are circling around to come up ahead of us.
So you move upward a bit towards this tree. Roll a stealth check for me, and Lorenzo as well, if you're moving up with her.
We're all rolling stealth.
You two are, because Xander seems to be staying right now.
Yeah, he's covering us.
Yes.
I have a 19 this time around in stealth.
Okay, so you seem to be sneaking around quite well. And... oh. You see more of the wall Uh,
Is there an opening or what? Why it's not at
not that you
high,
see here.
But why does this look different than the other parts?
There's a bit more of reinforcement to keep the walls up over here.
Ah, okay.
How tall's the wall?
About maybe 20, 25 feet.
Okay.
So definitely not jumpable. And if you would climb it, there are spikes up on top that you would at least have to get across, you know. So, but it's not jumpable. At least not without any kind of additional help for that, you know.
Okay.
Any sign of any patrols coming around the side of it?
Not yet that you see.
Okay.
Alright.
Let's go a bit further, right? I whispered to
Indeed.
in Lorenzo's ear.
Keep your eye out for sentries. I don't think it would be just the one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will keep my eyes peeled.
While you are discussing this, you see something coming into your line of sight.
And what would that be?
That would be. Give me a second to show them as well. Oh, that's the wrong one. You see coming from around what seems to be the northern direction a bandit with a mastiff by his side on a leash.
Okay.
And let me do something for this. And
Smell ya.
you see the bandit looking towards the your side, but there's also some wind coming across, and he sees some leaves moving, and then he turns his head again and continues moving his way forward.
Is the wind coming towards us or from behind us?
A really good question, actually. Let me roll my direction die for that. Give me a second.
Let's hope it comes from the bandit to you, because otherwise,
Yeah.
He would
Otherwise
have
you're
smelled
in a
us,
little
yeah.
bit
But
of
I'm
trouble.
making sure.
yeah.
It is a southern wind. So that means it comes from the
North.
Yeah, it comes from the
Yeah.
north. So it's a southern wind, so it comes from the north.
So you're
So
good right
it's
now.
Coming.
Because
Guys, you're downwind.
I have this die. Look.
Oh, nice.
Cool.
Nice.
Oh, that's great.
That's a
I also have this
beauty.
die. This is also really cool. This is a weather die,
Weather
Weather
yeah.
die.
Oh, sweet.
which is gonna come into play. I
Cool.
also have 2 emotion die that I can use.
Oh yeah. Those
I
are
remember those.
And
I
I have
remember
this
this,
one
yeah.
that I barely use, which has all body parts on it.
That's nice.
Oh, nice.
I'm a
Yeah,
collector
so
of
makes
different
money.
die. Oh, and I have it direction die, of course, but yeah, that's only for home games.
Okay.
That's for like old edition Warhammer. and
Yeah.
Stuff. Good old
So-
scatter die.
What do you guys
So-
want to do? So, Sander, you're still keeping watch, I guess?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have anything
When
at the
see-
ready?
Yeah, I still have the hand crossbow
Okay.
ready. They're in cover. So yeah, I if they're spotted, I say I feel like if they're spotted or being sieged upon, I would try to attack.
All right. Well, you're sitting there. There's a sudden other urge of thirst, and you all pull your wine skins or your water skins while you heave your glass towards Xylium or Renee for a cheers.
Renee, to the heads of Tiamat.
So,
Quick question. Can I estimate how much time passes between those guards? If they are both
they're
seeming to
moving at
circle the
a
camp?
they're moving at a walking pace.
Okay.
So
Would there be time to, I don't know, assassinate one of them without another one in that circle noticing? Is it enough time to grab one of them and finish him off?
While you're discussing this with your friend Katanis who's next to you, you see that the bandit and the mastiff move a little bit up again.
Um,
Xander, you see these coming into vision as well.
Okay.
I think perhaps we should let this one pass and try and move a little further north before doubling back.
So you want to go
It's my
up north?
fault. Yeah.
Yes, get a bit more of
bit
the
more.
wall, such as we can.
While you move up north, you see that the bandit and the mastiff move a little bit up as well. And you suddenly see the bandit turning his head towards the bush that you just came from, that Xander is in.
Oh no.
And he releases the mastiff and he says, "Go find him, boy! Go find him!"
No, don't find him.
So, I need everybody that's here to roll initiative.
We are still not there. We are still not there. Sha-la-la-la-la-la.
Now, how does my initiative work? Because I get a bonus to initiative because of my jack of all trades.
Have you changed it in the
You get half your proficiency bonus to your initiative roll.
Okay, I don't think I have changed it.
Let me see. Oh, that's the
It's
wrong
still
character.
+2.
Main initiative. Can I change this somehow?
I mean, it would be a +3, but
Instead of a +2, yeah, just roll one and I'll add one manually. Yeah, Sally doesn't that doesn't add this.
God, this map is huge on my screen. All right.
You can make it smaller, so. So you rolled what?
I'm getting there. Sorry. I got a
4.
4.
Ba-dum.
Okay.
But now I was readying an action in case they were to do any action
That is correct. So
that wasn't
I
just
would say
walking.
you would have a chance to react because the Mastiff, it's his turn and you can use the reaction in his turn, then I would say gets off his leash and starts moving towards you. So it's now is moving towards your bush.
I'm not going to even wait to see what it does. I'm going to fire on it.
All right.
Or should I do...
Hey, Leonie.
I'm actually going to cast Vicious Mockery on it.
All right, I'll allow you to do that. Cool.
So it'll get disadvantage on the next attack roll.
Then you can do the Vicious Mockery on him in the combat tracker because he should be up in the combat tracker, and I'll try to get that up for the viewers as well. These are the guys that you at least know about. Also, as I said before, I roll health points for because I'm using a mechanic here and it's all automated. I like to roll health points for monsters differently, so they get automatically rolled. So not all monsters have the same amount of health points. Keep that in mind.
Which is actually nice.
Yeah, I wouldn't do this in home games because it's way too much maintenance. But because we're using fantasy grounds, we can definitely use this, and I think it's another little small thing you can do to add additional effect to. So at least as a player, never sure how many health something has. Stuff that usually dies with one hit now needs 2, or yeah.
I mean, the system does it, so why not use it?
Did you give him a... First thing you need to do is give him the roll for if he makes it or not.
That's right. The save roll.
The save roll. Let me give him his status is back. Oh, he doesn't make it, so then he gets how much health? So how much damage? 4?
Yes.
So you shout what out to him?
I think I would call it a dumb, stupid bitch.
and it falls down and it shuffles. Shoves along a few like centimeters or yards. And with that, you suddenly feel like I should drink to this. Well, everybody else can also drink and give a cheers to Gloss and Gadgets, one of our other heads of Tiamat.
Oh, welcome.
And thanks for you tuning in. So yeah. That's your reaction, and that was the Mastiff's turn, but it's down. So then it's
Yeah.
Illyria. Well, you see this bandit unleashing its Mastiff. The Mastiff falls down by some unseen force. And you see the bandit looking definitely towards the direction of the bush that you just came from.
I mean, he's standing with his back towards us, right?
Sorry? Yeah, yes,
He's
he's looking.
Okay.
He's got his side towards you. He's looking in the south eastern direction,
Okay.
and you're on the northeastern direction of him.
I'm shooting him in the back.
Sure. Also, you get advantage on this roll because of Xylium.
Thank you, Lily.
Actually, no, you can save that advantage because you're in a unseen position anyway. So you can have your advantage, but you can have an advantage in the future sometime tonight for your for a roll. So be sure to use it tonight as well. Maybe your next roll, your next dice 20 roll then.
I will. How do I roll advantage?
On the bottom left of the of Fantasy Grounds, you see ADV and this. You just
yeah.
click ADV and then do your standard thing that you would do otherwise.
Alrighty. So I rolled an 18, so 26 to hit.
Oh, you dropped the one. Nice. So yeah, you hit the guy in the side in his arm, and you do how many points of damage?
Do I have to roll that as well?
Yes.
Okay, it's
come
just
on.
5.
And you do 5 points of damage while the arrow sticks in his in the side of his arm. Wait, is that correct? Let me double check the bandit. Yeah, okay, that's cool. If that's your turn, you can end it here.
I mean, we are snagged in the tree, in the line of trees, so I would like to stay there. And knocking another arrow, basically.
Then you can end your turn in Fantasy Grounds by clicking the dragon, by clicking end turn on the bottom in the combat tracker. Thank you.
Like this?
Then it's Lorenzo's turn.
How far off is this guy? Can't quite work it out on the scale thing.
Every square is 5 feet.
So I can barely see the squares. We're in between them, aren't we? Whatever. Oh, that helps.
35 feet from you, approximately. 35, 40 feet.
It will be. All right. Lorenzo's going to dart from the bushes towards this guy as much as I can. I don't think you can move diagonally onto the squares, can you?
Yes, you can.
You can? All
Yes.
right, sweet.
And diagonals are 5 feet still.
Okay, as he gets to about there, as he's running forward, he'll pull the dagger from his belt and throwing it at the guy as he's moving.
You could actually reach him if you wanted to. You still have, if you move your full movement, you're next to him.
All right, sweet. I will go for that. And let's just hang on 1 second. Okay, yeah, fine. In that case, as he gets closer, he'll pull out his rapier and go for that instead.
Okay. That's the 11 to hit. If you drag it on top of him in the combat tracker, you can do that straight onto the specific bandit.
Okay.
What did you roll again?
11.
11 would not hit, so you slash at him, and he moves aside a bit, and you slash next to him, next to his arm. A small chip of his armor falls off. And that's your turn then? You still have a bonus action.
I do. I'm not going to use it, though.
You could hit him with your fist. Because a rapier is a light weapon, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wasn't aware that you could do that sort of thing.
Yeah, you can use a bonus action for a offhand attack as long as both of the weapons you use are light weapons. And seeing as you don't have anything in your hand, that would count as a light weapon, right?
So, for argument's sake, I could have a dagger in the other hand and get away with that.
No, not yet, because you can draw one weapon at a turn, and you just drew your rapier.
Okay. That's worth bearing in mind for the future.
Oh, actually, it's not a light weapon; it's a finesse weapon. Sorry about that. So
Yeah, I wanted to point that out. It works with a short sword and
Yeah, it
dagger,
would-
but
it
not
would
with
work-
rapier and dagger.
yeah, true.
Okay, well, fair enough then. Yeah, fine. So yeah, I'll end my turn.
Okay, cool.
Let me get the thing up.
And then it's yeah. Let me double check this, because this is some behind the screen stuff. Because yes, something happens in the fog of war.
Ooh.
Okay. It's the guy's turn standing in front of you, Katanis. What happens is that he draws his scimitar, and he takes a stab at you. And that would be a 22 to hit, which hits.
Yep.
And he takes a stab at you, lightly chipping you in the chest, not doing quite a lot. You take 2 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And then it's
All right,
Sanders' turn.
so, am I hidden in the bushes?
Not
that-
anymore. Not anymore. He definitely saw
Okay.
you. He rolled higher on his perception check. He didn't see the other guys, but he did get to catch you with his perception.
Okay, so, I'm gonna fire the hand crossbow at him.
Okay, go right ahead.
I think have enough range. It's a range of 30. I think that's. Do I have that on him,
Yeah. Let me double check. I think you do.
or do I have to move a little bit in the?
You're at 20 feet from him right now.
Okay, all right, that's fine. So I am going to. No, that's Bandit 3.
Yeah, Bandit 3, Bandit Patrol 3. I should have given him names.
Well, I just want to make sure I'm going to be rolling this over the proper one.
Yeah, but you can do it on the battle screen as well. You can roll the dice over him in the on the battle map as well, which works.
Oh, fair enough.
Another thing you can do is use your targeting function, but that's that's another thing. So
Well, that's a
you
miss.
shoot your hand crossbow, and the bolt flings over his shoulder, while he just got stabbed by Katanis, and you miss with your hand crossbow.
Oh shit.
That's your action.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not using. I mean, that was just. Lorenzo took 2 points of damage. I'm not going to use a healing word. No offense.
No, I wouldn't either.
So yeah, let me end that.
Brontes and Sesh and Leoth are not there, so I'm gonna skip your turns because you're still waiting around, right?
Well, that's actually something I want to ask because since they're actually fighting
Yeah, do we
Kind
hear anything?
Nope.
right now,
No, they were quite a way ahead. You stopped straight as you saw the smoke, and they had to
okay,
move
so-
at least like 5 to 10 minutes further on through the forest to get there. So you have
Okay,
nothing.
Well, then I'm just going to annoy him with questions of all sorts to, like, I don't know, get to know him and be not too bored.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Brontes,
okay.
you can have a chat with Shashandeliath for
I want to know
a few
everything
seconds
about
if you want.
like favorite color,
Yeah, ask him a
favorite
question or
body
two.
part, whatever.
Yeah, go right ahead. Ask him a question or
That's
two.
not a question anyone wants an answer to.
But you go ahead
Sure.
with your combat. It's fine.
Yeah, you can have a small chat if you want.
No. I mean, that's just for later on. But I don't want to
okay.
combat.
Okay.
Then it's the Mastiff who is down. Illyria.
Yeah, I'm going to shoot the one I was shooting at before. So I think I will have to move a bit to the side, right? So I'm not in danger of hitting Lorenzo.
If you would hit him straight on, he would have at least some cover from Lorenzo, indeed.
Yeah. So I'm moving towards Xander
All
in
right,
the tree line.
go right ahead.
And can I move myself?
Yes, everything's unlocked. I trust you guys to move properly and stuff, so yeah. And you want to shoot him, and you have advantage
Yeah.
on this one because of the advantage that you got.
Nice. Then I'm going. And you said I have to click on him so he would get, because last time I didn't do that. I did just damage.
Yeah, you can drag the dice onto him on the battle screen or in the combat tracker.
Okay, and is that the patrol? Which number is it? Is it
3.
3.
3? Okay.
Is it Bob? Jim?
Did I hit him now? Yeah, I did.
It's Bob Jim, actually. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Jim.
You
I
hit
did
him.
12 damage.
You hit him with an arrow in his neck, and you hear him gurgling as he falls towards his knees and dies.
And yeah, that's my turn. So let's see. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Lorenzo.
I'm very happy.
I look over and give you a thumbs up.
Is the
I
dog
wink
actually?
at you.
What's happening with the dog? Is it actually dead or?
It's dead,
It's
yeah.
unconscious.
Okay. In that case, as this arrow slides into this guy's neck, Lorenzo's actually just going to drop his sword, reach out and catch the guy,
Yeah,
and
sure.
immediately start dragging his body back towards the tree line.
So yeah, you take the guy and start dragging him, so you can drag him with half your speed towards the tree line.
Yep. So. Yeah, probably about there, I would imagine.
Yeah, maybe 5 foot further.
Okay.
With him next to you.
Right.
There we go. Yeah?
Yeah, and he'll be like going, gesturing back towards. I think. Can you see Ali from here? Is she in the trees?
Yeah,
or?
sure.
Yeah. Get the sword and the dog.
And that's your turn?
Yeah. I'll be
Okay. Yeah, you did an action to grab him and pull him around, so yeah.
Would I be able to use dash actually as my action to pull him further? Is that
If you have
doable?
dash as a bonus action, yes, but you use your
Yeah.
action to
I
pick him up.
can-
You
I
have a
can use
back.
cunning action for bonus action.
Then
so
you
yeah,
can move
I'll,
15 feet further than you just did.
all right, I'll pull him into the tree line here.
Yeah. He's just in the tree line.
All right.
Xander.
All right. So for my action, I'm going to use dash to run out, grab the dog, and pull him back.
You can run up to him with your movement, use your action to pick him up, and if you have movement left, you can move backwards. Lorenzo has a dash bonus action, but he still uses action to actually grab the corpse itself.
Okay, fair enough. Now, is the Mastiff dead?
Yes, it is.
Or just unconscious? Or is it the same difference?
So you would be able to drag him back over here.
Okay, fair enough.
So you're in the edge of the bushes, but he's not quite hidden yet.
Okay, that's fine.
Brontes and Xandar are still in good conversation.
Yeah, after a while that they do not come back.
They've been back. They've been gone for a few minutes now, so not too much.
Okay.
It's not
It's like-
anything to worry about, at least, because you know they're gonna have to sneak up. You know it's at least like 5 to
Okay.
10 minutes to get there, and even if nothing would happen, it would at least take them half an hour to get back if they need some scouting to do,
Oh.
right?
Okay. So after explaining that,
Well, you know, my favorite color is teal, but if it depends really on the context, because if you
and then I just ramble on and on and on, and I'll pass my turn.
Okay. Wait, did the turn get done correctly now? Yeah, Alira is up.
Sorry, forgot to unmute me. So, I'm going to help first Lorenzo to pull that other bandit farther back. And so you can't see him anymore.
So you want to
And-
pick him up yourself, and yeah, then Lorenzo can drop him, and you can pull him further back into the bushes in the corner over here.
Yeah.
Cool.
And I guess won't have enough movement left to also help. Or
No,
do I have
unfortunately-
enough movement?
Unfortunately, not.
Okay, so I will hide behind the trunk of a tree and knock another arrow and wait for the next patrol who's surely about to come around the corner, because we have spent several rounds now
All right. Yeah, and you can end your turn there.
stopping and dragging bandits as it is. Okay, so I'm going to end my round here.
Lorenzo, so you drop the body into your friend's hands, and you're free to move now again.
Yeah, so he'll dart back out into the field far enough to grab his sword, which it should be the same distance from where he is now.
Yeah, that's 30 feet from here, and you moved 30
Yeah.
feet in your last turn with your dash. So yeah, you can
Yeah.
pick that up.
And he'll do the dash action to get back into the tree line.
So you're still where you are right now.
Pretty much, yeah. And he'll turn to Louis. You should go back for the others.
Do remind yourself you're not hidden at the moment. You just dashed in there. The corpses might be under bushes and behind bushes and stuff, but you yourself are not hidden yet.
Yeah.
All right, and that's where you end your turn then.
Yep.
Oh, that's a mess up. Can you give me a second? You're over here. Okay. Oh.
We're spinning.
Let me do stuff.
You don't have to. You can just skip right.
So, from the north, a bandit pops up that seems to be patrolling here as well. He sees Xander trying to pull this mastiff into the bushes, pulls out his light crossbow, and makes an attack on him.
Can I use the Mastiff as a human shield?
No, sorry.
Puppy shield.
Canine shield.
He still shoots the mastiff while he's just a bit short on his attack roll. And he opens his mouth and says, "There are people here! Guards! Guards!"
Do we
That took
hear
quite some
that?
time.
And that's its turn. Bandit Patrol 3 is unconscious. Sander.
Okay. So Uh, huh. Well, so I dumped the dog. Or no, I don't have to. I'm gonna for how far away is he?
Give me a second. I'm just interjecting. I forgot something. So I'm rolling for the bandits in the camp, and seeing as Renee gave a DC down, they basically get a DC up for their perception checks. So it's harder for the people in the camp to hear this guy right now, thanks to Xalium. The effect of it is not known to the party yet, but just so you know that at least the DC was higher for them.
Okay.
Thank you.
So he is about 70, 60 feet away from me.
Yeah, about 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 feet from you.
Okay. So that spell is out of the question. I can't shoot him. Huh. 60 feet, you said?
Yes. Yeah, go on.
I know. I'm gonna try to put him to sleep.
All right.
I'm gonna cast sleep on him.
Cool. So you need to roll for health points then, right?
Yeah, I have to roll for his save first.
Yeah. You roll health, and whatever. Yeah, just
that's
roll.
right.
You just roll from the thing and into the box, and I'll say if he falls asleep or not. What did you roll?
I dragged the sleep icon.
Okay, yeah. That means it got the effect. I think. Let me double check with you
And
here.
then how do I do it
Xander,
otherwise?
actions, sleep. I think you can. Oh, it's not in there. A lot of these actions are not in here for you. That's weird. Yeah, just roll the dice and see how much you get.
What's the die?
Um,
I'm trying to remember.
you can check in your spells in your library.
5d8.
Should be.
Sleep
All right.
is 5d8. Yes. That's 19 health, and with that, he falls over and asleep. So your spell worked.
Jesus Christ, guys! Can we like? Come on! And with the rest of my movement, because I still have my movement, I'm gonna drag the Mastiff into the tree line.
Yeah, you only
Okay.
needed one hand to cast a spell, right? So you still have the massive in your other hand. So that's
Yeah.
cool.
So-
Yeah,
Like a creepy teddy bear.
you drag him a bit back and further into the forest line. Cool.
Yep.
And be sure to also, oh yeah, swiping down spell slots. Cool.
Yep.
Yeah. Then you can end your turn then, I guess.
Yeah.
Brontes and Barrage are still chatting about favorite colors and other stuff.
I believe so. Have I heard the screaming?
No.
Okay, then I'm just talking about,
And then it was that time that my dad got me into beer making because, you know, we are merchants and after a while you have to take on the family trade and all that. I think stuff that would be extremely boring for everybody else, but not from our friend.
Okay. Aliria.
Yes, I am checking the scene, and I'm debating on shooting the bandit, but he's sleeping right now. So
Yes.
I say to the others, to Lorenzo and Sanders, I'm going to get the backup, and I will dash over to Brontes and Sander.
That would be if even if you
down.
would be dashing, that would be at least like 5 to 10 minutes out.
What? So long?
Yeah.
Oh no, then I'm staying.
Yeah, just saying. They're like 5 to
Yeah.
10 minutes out. That's why they don't get anything from what's happening here as
Okay,
well.
I
They're just
see.
having a quite little nice chat, you know?
Is someone else shooting at us or has heard us?
You don't see anyone else right now. You don't hear anything specific right now. Still a little bit of a smoke coming up from the camp
That
itself.
the one that is on the ground. I mean, if I would shoot him, he's prone, right? Then I would have disadvantage.
Yes, he is prone.
And it's too far to get there to coup de grace him. So I'm going to ready an action. And if I see someone stepping on top of the palisade or coming around the corner, the next stroll or something, I'm going to lose an arrow on that person.
Okay. Sure.
Should I just further down the combat tracker?
Yeah, just end your turn, and when something happens that you want to interject on, because you're just basically preparing an action, readying an action, so you
Okay.
can use your reaction later. When you see something,
Alrighty.
when you see someone over the palisade or on the corner somewhere, you want to shoot them,
All right.
right?
Good. Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Sounds good.
Catanes, Lorenzo.
So, believing that they've been discovered, as far as the whole camp's concerned, Lorenzo's going to again take this dash action, try and get himself up into the trees a little bit further ahead near the sleeping bandit, and just try and use that as cover for the time being.
Yeah, you can take a dash action towards the other trees, sure.
Yeah, so he's going to
That's
get in
60,
position there.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah, cool.
so
yeah, as long as you're on a square, not on a half square, that's fine.
I think it should be.
Yeah,
I'm having difficulty telling. Yeah.
It's just easier
Um,
for distances and so
Yeah,
if you
exactly.
do full squares. Cool.
So yeah, he's just going to take a position there, try and use the trees as cover if anything, well, when anything goes on.
Okay. Sander.
Well, I only have movement speed is only 30. I won't be able to make it to the other tree line.
If you take a dash action, maybe.
Yeah, no, I am going.
Yeah.
I want to move up just like 5 feet or so, so I'm still in the.
Yeah.
So I'm on the edge. And I'm going to hide from my action.
Sure. Roll a stealth check.
And you know what? I'm going to use advantage for it.
From your inspiration that you have.
Yeah.
Yep. Go right ahead, and you can disable your inspiration and your character sheet afterwards. Then.
Sure.
So, sorry guys if my face is looking weird. I have something in my eye and so I'm acting weird.
trying to get that thing off.
Okay,
No
so you
panic.
roll a 21 on your stealth, on your high check. Cool. So you think you find a really good tree that or bush that matches your size and posture, and you just sit behind this a little bit, and you think you're quite well hidden.
All right. I mean, I still have the hand crossbow.
Yeah, you still have a bonus action.
Bonus action. I don't. While having one, I don't think I actually can do anything with one.
You have a healing word. You have a bardic inspiration.
Oh, that's right. Bardic Inspiration has a limited range, right? 60.
I think it does. Yes. Bardic inspiration abilities. Let me double check. Bardic inspiration has within 60 feet. One creature other than yourself within 60 feet.
I'm going to give Lorenzo a Bardic Inspiration.
Yeah, that's within 60 feet. So sure.
Yep.
So what are you
So
gonna
I'll do
what are you
that.
gonna whisper to him?
Please, for the love of God, take down the next person that you strike at.
And with that, you feel
Or
quite
no. I'm gonna say, I know the next guy you take down, the next time you take a shot at, you could take down.
So yeah, Lorenzo, you feel
Oh.
quite inspired by that. You get a bardic inspiration die that you can use within the next 10 minutes for either a attack roll, a save, or a ability check.
Okay.
Basically, any d20 roll, save, I believe, a death saving roll.
Yes.
Might be wrong on that.
I'm
Sounds
I'm
right.
not sure if it's not because you're not physically able to use it because you need to decide when to use it. I think that's the difference
Yeah.
in there. If it was an auto thing,
think-
then yes, because it's still a save, and on save you can use it, but death save no.
Although, if I'm not mistaken, the wording for the inspiration specifies which throws you can use it on.
Yeah,
so
it does.
that's
So
it's
that's
not
fine.
there.
That's fine.
Okay,
So-
my bad.
Xander, that's your turn. You can end it then.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Sorry.
No worries. Brontes and Barrage are still chatting about the flowers and the bees and the birds and the trees.
And
About like
no-
which flowers use to make which booze and which bees make the best.
everything about love.
Need and all that.
Love. When I look into your black eyes, blue eyes, yeah, whatever.
Big brown eyes. I
Big
think.
brown eyes. Da di da di da di dum.
I'm
Illyria.
sorry, that's my ADD acting. I apologize.
Illyria.
Well, we didn't see any more bandits coming up, right? So I am I'm going to sneak after Lorenzo.
All right, roll a stealth check.
I'm rolled in here because it's combat time, right?
Wait, you want to go across? So there is a little bit there without cover, so you would have to cross that first.
Okay. So that little okay.
So you could
I
either
don't see
you
my
could either
token
dash
anymore.
through or
Yeah.
still have an action when you move up.
I think I'm going to dash. Or I'm going to. Let's see how far I come. I can't grab my. Oh no, I can. 5, 6,
Oh, finally you're out of that corner. That's so annoying.
4, 5, 6. I should get like here, right?
Oh yeah.
Yes, perfect.
I'm going to just get behind the tree trunk or something. Not actively stealthing because I'm not a rogue. I can't do that as a bonus action. But I wanted to get out of that corner and out of the open. So
Yeah, you're
like
still
behind
not
you.
quite hidden yet, but you're at
Okay.
least in the bushes there. So
I have cover.
yeah, you have cover.
I
That's
have
for sure. For sure.
3/4 cover.
Maybe,
Maybe.
maybe. But you
Yeah.
have some cover at least. Yes, definitely. It is not in the open.
Nice. And then I'm going to. Where's the combat tracker? Oh, there it is. And my turn. We had
Lor-
another 3 rank this time.
Lorenzo,
What's your ruling on sleep? I'm not sure if would moving the body into the guy
No,
into the trees
as
possibly
long as you're
disturb him?
not damaging it, or maybe if you would be moving it in distress or something like fast, if you like would be like really tugging it quite hard or something like that, then I would say that would relieve him of his sleep. But as long as you're like basically quite careful with it, then you should be fine dragging a sleeping body around, right?
All right. So by the time he's got
I mean,
there,
if you
picked
carry
it
a
up,
sleeping baby, it remains sleeping.
yeah. So he's got there, picked it up, and with the remainder of his movement, he's going to take the dash as a bonus action again. So he should be able to pull him into the trees about here, I would think.
Yeah. I drop him in the trees there, and he's still loudly snoring. Oh, mama. Ah, robbing boots. Ah, treasure. Ah.
Okay. And
Oh,
that'll
it's
be
so
it.
peaceful.
That's it?
That's it. He'll just be keeping an eye out for well, he believes the alarm's been sounded, so he'll be trying to avoid attention from the people inside the camp.
Sander.
So there's no movement that can be sensed or anything.
At the moment, it doesn't seem to be.
Then I'm gonna use a dash, or yeah, because I would need to, or yeah, I would have to take a double movement to get into their group. So that's what I'll do.
All right.
So, like right around where, I don't know, right there-ish?
Yeah, you can move here.
Sure.
Cool. So you move up northward toward the same trees that your friends are in, and you find a place there next to Lorenzo and close to Illyria. Cool. Then you can end
Yeah.
your turn there.
Yep. I keep forgetting that sound.
Illyria.
I whisper, fancy meeting you here.
Hey guys, how's everything going?
To Senna who just popped up. Yeah. So the bandit is almost hidden now, right?
The bandit is hidden.
Okay. I think I would like to. The patrols were moving clockwise, so if we move further north, we might encounter another one, right? So I would like to sneak. So I would be hidden this time, and move stealthily through the trees.
All right. So you move. Yeah, you can roll a stealth check.
Yeah, stealth. Sorry, I moved first. That was
And you can move 5 feet less because you would have to move through or over the bandit or your friends, so to stay hidden there.
Why did it give me disadvantage? Oh, it's the same thing with
Yeah,
the...
wait. Let me adjust that. Let me
with the
adjust that.
armor.
Main. You have proficiency. It says.
Yeah.
Where did you change that then? Yeah, okay. Should be fine.
Should be fine. Should I re-roll or...
Wait, let me double check this. Yeah, try re-rolling.
Okay.
Why does it do this?
Re-rolling
Where did you
2.
change this, Tal?
I didn't change anything.
But can you keep the one that said you dropped the 20?
Yeah, I would like to keep that.
You have to click the small star in the AC shield.
In the AC shield.
Yeah. In the main tab of your sheet, there is
So
AC,
it's
initiative,
filled
and
out?
speed. You should have a golden star on your
I
AC
have.
shield.
Yeah,
Then
okay.
now should work.
All right, let's see.
I don't get
Still
any of
rolling
this.
No.
2.
Just roll a flat die and we'll add
Yeah.
a dex to it.
I have no idea.
Weird shit. Oh yeah,
Very
I have
good shit.
proficiency it as well, so add a 6 to the
Yeah,
the end result.
you need to do your proficiency with armor thingy in your character file.
Abilities.
Oh, there, I found it. Found
Oh,
it, you can roll again,
okay.
and it should work.
Alrighty. Because it didn't take my roll 1d20 plus 6.
Cool, 16 is...
16.
Yeah, cool. Sorry about that, viewers, as well. We just... there's these silly things sometimes. We need to fix them.
So, do I see any new bandits when I move further up? Is the...
You move
Can I see
further up.
something?
Let me double check where you move. You can see a little bit more at the moment.
Okay.
Let me change that.
Okay.
You see a little bit more of what's happening right now.
Alright, so, hiding was my action in this case, right?
Yes.
Alright, then I'm done and I'm going to...
Katanis.
Right, DM.
Yes.
I know mechanically how much damage a dagger does, but this is an unconscious guy, so is there going to be any difference you actively trying to slit his throat, or is it just going to wake him up?
Don't you get sneak attack?
First of all, you get advantage
I do,
because
but-
he's laying down. Let me check the unconscious part of the player handbook.
Shouldn't each attack be
Because I think it
critical?
might be an auto crit when you do hit.
Yeah, I think so.
That's the thing. Let me see.
Basically,
Unconscious. Yeah,
For
any
the
attack
rogue.
that hits a creature is a critical hit if the attacker is within 5 feet of the creature. So, the idea of coup de grace, you can't coup de grace a dragon, right? You can't coup de grace like a giant because even if you try to get the juggler, you still have like a giant creature that has a ton of health.
it's a
So
giant jugular.
yeah, exactly. So it's a little bit of equality and opportunity and that kind of thing. So if you do hit it with you have advantage on your attack roll. You auto crit and you can roll your sneak attack as well. So everything would be a crit.
Splendid. In that case, I shall do that with the rapier.
So it's like 2d8 plus.
So yeah,
4d6.
what you can do is click the advantage button on the bottom left and then do the same roll again.
Yeah.
And roll it on top, drag it
Yeah.
on top of the guy and so
And
that
then
would
there'll
be
be
a hit.
D6 for the thingy as well.
yeah.
For stealth, sneak attack.
Sneak attack, and everything would be added, yes. So that
I'm
would
just
be,
going to roll it flat, so
yeah, that would be for the sword. And then you get your, you can actually get 2 dice for your sword, and how many sneak attack die?
it's a 1d6, so that's the 2
So
from that.
Yeah, so you can roll 3 more dice 6 for the damage. Add your dexterity modifier or your strength modifier to that, and that's your damage.
And Dex mod is +3 for those. So
That's how much? 5, 6, 7, 8,
21
9.
it should be, I think. I'm doing it right.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9 from your die plus your dexterity modifier, right?
Which is +3.
So that would be 12 points of damage. Which you stab him in the jugular and he's bleeding out quite a bit, but he opens his eye. What? What? He seems to not be dead yet. but he's quite bleeding out and in a bad condition right now. Also, it's his turn, and he draws his scimitar that's beside him. He stands up, and he takes a stab at you, Katanis. Wait, he's unconscious. Let me drop that effect first, because he's not unconscious anymore, and do the attack again. So that would be a 14 to hit.
That will hit just.
Oh, that's the wrong damage. Let me correct that. And he does 4 points of slashing damage with that as he jabs across your chest while you just had him in the jugular.
Okay.
Xander.
So he's still on the ground, right?
Nope.
Oh, he stood up?
Yes, he did.
Well, he's right next to me as well, so I am going to swing at him with my rapier.
Sure.
Let me get to my actions. Where the hell is my rapier?
You have advantage on this roll because of gloves and gadgets.
Ah, well, thank you. That should help.
And for that, I have 4 more advantages from Leonie, gloves and gadgets. So everybody else in the party gets one of those.
You get advantage.
On your next die 20 roll, that is.
Cool.
So I just rolled for 21 to hit.
That's a hit. With that, you jab in on the other side in his neck, whereas there's not that much blood coming out yet, and his eyes widen as he looks at you, and with a terrified expression on his face, he puts his hands to his throat that's bleeding out.
I look down at him like,
And he falls down and he dies.
sorry that you're on the wrong side of the blade, friend.
That was your action?
Yes. So for my movement, I'd like to go up a little further. Or, well, no, that was my action. I can't pick him up and drag him.
No, you would have to
hide him.
use an action to pick him up.
So I'm going to go... right there-ish.
You can move up to here.
There, okay.
So
I
you move
thought it
up
was
a-
around there.
You move up a bit up ahead across the forest line, and that's where you end your turn then, I guess.
Yep, and let me hit that. Boom.
Lyria.
Yes, I'm also going to move further up. Let me see how far I get.
Now you can go around them, so you can move your full speed, because they're not also a bandit in the way. So you can use your full movement upwards if you want.
If I'm using my full movement, I would be out in the open, I think. So I'm stopping at the edge, basically.
sure.
And I'm looking if I see something in that northern corner of the map, if the next patrol is coming round or something.
Alright. You already rolled a stealth check, right?
Yeah, last round. Do I have to re-roll
No,
that,
what was that
or-
again?
16.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
Mhm.
just making sure. Okay, you stand there at the ready for whatever might also come around the corner.
Yeah.
Cool. And then you can end your turn.
I will.
Lorenzo, this guy is now in front of you, lying dead on the floor, in between and under the bushes. So he seems to be well hidden, or at least some sort of hidden as well.
Okay, if he's suitably hidden, Lorenzo will take the hide action.
Yep.
And he'll also move a little bit further ahead. Well, actually, no, he's going to stay where he is, a little bit further down, and just keep an eye out for any disturbances from the camp. He's still... he's finding it odd that nobody's responded to the distress call, but he'd be surprised to find that nobody's heard it. So he's still looking out for the reinforcements turning up.
Yeah, roll a perception for me.
Yeah.
He's looking for disturbances in the force.
So you take a quite good listen, and what you hear is almost, you think, on the other side of this palisade, a bit of...
After a minute or two's listening, you see his face sort of crumple into a sort of frown of disbelief. He cannot possibly... How did he survive this long?
So, yeah, that's where you end your turn then. And you can
Yeah,
roll hide as well.
Yeah, that would be a thought, wouldn't it?
Yeah, at the place where you're at, you're looking around and you think, oh, shit, I'm just between all the trees around me that might be giving me any kind of cover. So, yeah.
Could I take it again? Because
No,
technically I get it as an action or a bonus action.
You got a advantage because of Gloss and Gadgets, so you can roll that on
Advantage,
this
yes.
one, yeah.
Okay, well, fair enough.
And then
That's
you
a bit
see
better.
this tree that seems to be just good enough for you to stand behind.
Splendid. So yeah, he'll hold his position there. There we go.
Okay. He's dead. Xander.
All right. So I moved there next to Allie,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, you know, like, was this the first guy? Was that the first one that we saw?
You can
Or
roll a
is that
perception for
another
that if you want. Perception or maybe even history if you want.
I'd be better with perception. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, sure.
$13.
13. You look at this guy, and you haven't seen his face before, but you're not sure about the other bandits' faces as well, so...
Okay. Well, the only thing I could think of doing as we keep moving incrementally up. Now that was
What do you want to do? Go ahead.
I'm just gonna take a stealth check, a stealth roll to remain out of sight.
Go right ahead. Yeah, you think you found a nice position next to Ali here, so...
All right.
And you end your turn
And-
there?
Yeah.
Cool. And... Ali.
Okay, I'm going to dare to move through that cleared out area, and I'm now debating if I should go to the left or to the right. But I think
way.
the bandits have to. What?
You should go that way.
They have to go through that breach anyway between those trees, so I'm just going straight up. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, right up here. Do I
You
have
do
to
cross,
reroll?
yeah. If you wanna, yeah, you do cross some open terrain here. So if you
Yeah.
wanna hide into the bushes where you're at, then you would
I'm
have to do
going-
so.
Then I will re-roll my sneak. And that's a 16. So, yeah.
What you see as you come out of this
Yeah.
bush into the next.
Is another bandit. Is that the first one?
All right. But he doesn't seem to have seen you, and he's walking around. You can roll a perception check for me if you want.
I will do that. And I also would like to use a bonus action. But first, perception. Where is it? There it is.
You
That's
don't
a
recognize this
whopping
guy.
9. Sorry, what?
You don't recognize this guy. Like these bandits seem to have other faces,
All right. I'm going to
or the
use
same face even. You don't know.
Hunter's Mark on that bandit.
Yeah, sure.
Mark on that bandit. So, this.
So you
Um,
empower yourself. You set your focus towards this guy,
It's
and
like
for
prey.
some reason you're really sure that if you hit this guy, you know the perfect spot to hit him, to do the
Very good.
maximum amount of damage to him.
A
And,
spell is cast. A
the
foe
spell is
is marked.
and that's my turn.
Okay, Lorenzo, you haven't seen nor heard any of this. What's happening up top, right?
No, but he knows the other two have moved off in that direction.
Yep.
He's obviously expecting another guard to be patrolling around, and with no disturbance at the camp, he's going to move forward just to keep within range of everybody else. So,
So you're moving up.
yeah. Oops, that's halfway. There we go.
You could take a dash action if you want, because you're still but you would have to cross some open.
No, that's fine. He's quite happy there.
Okay, cool. Then it's this guy's turn, who is looking around.
Sorry, can I see the guy from here?
He's suddenly you see a guy coming around the corner. He's looking around into the bushes, eyes pinched, head above his eyes.
I'd like to
see
roll
to
perception
find-
to see if I can tell if it's the first guy.
Yeah, sure. You think this is the first guy? Yeah, he has this mark on his face that like a wipe or a smudge on his face that you definitely recognize.
All right, sweet.
And that's his turn. Xander, you also see this guy coming up. What do you want to do?
And he didn't make any movement towards me.
Not that you see.
So am I still hidden?
You
Or do
think
I
so?
just think I'm still hidden?
You think
All
so?
right. So I'm gonna shoot at him with the hand crossbow.
As you do that, he pulls out his crossbow as well, a light crossbow, and takes a shot at you
Okay.
because you think he actually did see you.
All right.
You can definitely shoot, but he also has his shot while yours is in the air.
Yeah, that's fine. So
And he rolls a 13 to hit, which hits you.
yeah, it just hits.
Sorry, 16 to hit, which hits you. What's your AC?
13.
13? So that would make it a 15 with cover, so that would still hit. Yeah.
Okay.
And you take 2 points of piercing damage from the arrow that chips your cheek, and you have a little bit of blood coming out of it.
Scars me. I as I fire my hand crossbow, I'm like, chicks dig scars. Oh,
You
that
also
shit.
take a shot at him, and because of the chip you just got into your cheek, you divert your shot a bit, and it goes way wide.
Yeah, it makes sense.
All right.
All right.
you're still up.
That is. No, that's my action. I do want to remind Lorenzo that you do still have a bardic inspiration.
Much obliged.
That was from earlier.
Okay. Illyria. You're muted.
Sorry. Okay, I'm going to shoot at my prey. I have Phantasmark on him, so that should be easy, right?
You have advantage on this roll because he doesn't know where you're at.
Hey, even better.
Indeed.
Then let me mark advantage here, and I'm going to shoot that bandit.
And then deal extra damage.
Yes.
That would be a hit.
Yeah, so it's the longbow damage.
Plus
And
a
how
hit.
do I do the hunter's mark damage? Is
I
that
think you might
something-
be able to apply it from your actions, right?
Maybe.
Yeah, there's an effect to it that you can, if you have another display up, another mode actually. If you have this mode up,
This mode up. Wait a second.
where is it? Actions, this one. Check on your spells right now and you can drag the effect over to him. If you check out
Something
your...
happened. I don't see my spell. Ah, now I see it. Very good.
Also, you can set one spell slot to be used.
Mhm.
You did damage, but you still have additional damage from your hunter's mark, right?
Yeah, 1d6.
So roll an additional 1d6.
Yeah.
Don't mind my rolls. I'm just trying to set something up while you guys are
Hmm.
going through that.
So it's just a 1.
And you do an additional point of damage to him.
Mhm.
And yeah, he seems to be quite hurt. As your
Alright.
arrow hits him in the side of his chest. And is still sticking out.
And I'm no longer hidden, right?
Nope, you are not, because you've taken a shot at him.
Then, because I'm no longer hidden anyways, I'm going to move a bit further up north. And I'm going to move like this. 1, 2, 3, 6. I'm going to move like here.
Alright,
Wait a second. I'm on the middle of the line. This fits now, right?
sure.
Sorry if I don't hit the grid perfectly. I don't see that good, and the green is not that contrast rich. So, yeah, I moved there. And that's the end of my turn. I moved. I used my action. So, yeah. Lorenzo, take it home.
Oops, sorry. Something around with things that aren't working. Right. So Lorenzo will pull a dagger from his belt and hiss quietly to Xander, less quipping, more hitting, and he'll throw the dagger out at this guy.
Yeah, sure.
And I'm probably going to regret saying that because Fate has always said I generally miss with this. Hey, there we go. And that'll have sneak attack damage to it as well, so... That's a 1d6 on that.
Yeah,
I didn't throw on the guy dice. Alright.
let's roll another d6.
So I'll chuck a d4 in for what it's worth for the attack.
Was he dice 4?
So
4?
it's 6
Oh, that's
points
for
of
the
damage
dagger,
to
yeah.
him.
6
Yeah.
points of damage?
6
Okay.
points of damage total.
Oh. Wait. With that, you hit him straight in the eye, and you see a bit of the eye pop and a bit of fluid coming from it across his face, as his other eye glazes white, and he falls down dead.
Gross.
Splendid. If I have to, I'll... No, Andrew, I've still got movement, haven't I?
Yes.
Alright, I'll nip out and prepare to grab the body, but obviously that's going to cost me an action, so it's not going to happen, so I'll end my turn there.
All right. Xander.
Well, I look at Lorenzo. I'm like, "You got him, or do you want me to drag him?"
I can handle this. I think the people in the camp
You don't really have a chance to react right now.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay, so 1, 2. Going into the if I move into the shrub or the wooded area next to the palisade, do I have enough movement to get there?
Yeah,
So will I be
you would be able to move a little bit up ahead in another tree that you see next to the palisade.
like around there? Okay, there?
Yep.
All right, so I'll move there. And let's see.
Yeah, what do you want to do?
I since I don't know if this is the same one from earlier or not, and I've lost track, I'm gonna literally take another stealth.
Okay. We can do that.
All right, got a 12.
Yeah, you dash into this piece of shrubbery, and you think you've find a nice spot.
Okay.
And that's your turn then.
Oh yes, I'm sorry. I literally.
Lyria.
Okay. Let me see. I think I'm going to move a bit further north, so I will be still in cover.
Yeah.
And I will stay here at the edge. It doesn't. I'm standing in the middle. Okay, this works. Because I don't want to dash through the open. And I'm going to stay hidden there if that's possible in the tree line. Do I have to re-roll the stealth?
No, you wouldn't have to. I think
Okay.
because you still rolled and you're not outside of the wooded area yet, right?
No, I don't. I want to stay right at the edge, basically.
Yeah.
But I don't want to cross that open space between those trees. So
Yep, sure.
yeah, I'm going to stay there and ready in action, so I can shoot the next bandit that comes around the corner. Because as I said, my theory is that they go clockwise around the camp on patrol. So yeah.
Cool. So that's your turn.
Yeah, that's my turn. Oh, sorry, I forgot to.
Katanis,
There you go.
Lorenzo.
So Lorenzo remarked to Xander as he's passing, I think this is the last one, or the first one, however you look at it. I will dispose of the body and go back for the others. Try not to disturb anything while I am gone. And with that, he's going to pull the body into the trees to make sure it's hidden.
Okay.
And he'll take a dash action and he'll start heading back using that constantly.
Actually, as you pull this guy back, you notice something bulge inside one of his pockets, which looks like the shape of some sort of potion, maybe.
Kill it!
Okay.
Is
Kill
a
the potion.
mimic in the shape of a potion.
Lorenzo, leave it for now.
Okay. Just
And he'll
saying,
go-
this is
Yeah,
a
yeah.
potion rewarded to you by Gloss and Gadgets.
Thank you. But yeah, he'll leave it for now. Head back to go and get the others as a priority, and he'll start dashing his way there to try and speed the process up.
Thank you.
So you pulled one back and you still have 30 feet of movement left.
That, again, he's got the dash action as well as a cunning thing, so he'll use that and just start heading back through the tree line.
Yeah, sure. Xander.
All right, so I'm just gonna stay in the same brush area, right to the edge of it, but still stay hidden.
Yeah, sure.
Can I make a perception roll to see if I hear anything from the other side?
Yeah, you can. Uh,
12.
a 12. You're here directly on the other side of the fence here. You hear what you think might be a few horses.
Few horses.
Yes,
Awesome.
horses.
Oh.
You hear a little bit trampling, a little bit of neighing.
I look over into the wooded area where Allie went, and I'm probably not looking directly at her because she's hidden. So, like, if she's here, like, if I would to actually look at this direction to see her, I'm probably over here. But I'm making the, you know, the shadow puppet mime of horses.
Okay.
Do I see that he does that?
Yeah, sure.
I give you a.
I probably
Thumbs
don't
up.
see it because you're hidden.
Well, you see her, you see she's you.
Hand just pops out the bushes. You know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you think she got it. That's your turn?
Yeah, I always forget this.
No worries, I got
Yep,
it. I'll leave
that's
you
my
here.
turn.
Same here. Sorry.
No worries, no worries. We're doing great, guys.
Why is he turned like? Never mind. So whose turn?
Ali.
And now I muted myself. So he showed me that he heard horses. Do I hear them as well?
Your roll a perception.
All right. Is he here?
You
Nope.
don't hear any horses.
I hear the wind rustling in the leaves. I'm like, okay. but
Yeah,
he
exactly.
heard
There's a few birds in the trees that are whistling their afternoon song. In the distance, maybe you hear a wolf cry, and that's about it.
Yeah. I think I'm not sure should I move because he showed that he heard something, and as a bard, I think he has very keen ears, so he could tune that lute pretty well. So I do trust that he heard something, but I think I'm still going to risk it, and I will move to the open to the next tree.
Yeah, sure.
I will move like here. And I'm re-rolling my stealth to see if someone... Or do I have to re-roll?
Yeah, if you cross an open
Yeah.
part, yeah, you're gonna have to find a new place to hide in.
It's a 24. I am
Yeah,
in the
you think you've got
darkness.
this is the perfect place for you to hide in. It's like a little bit of a dark spot between the forest here in the shadows. This is perfectly home for you.
And I'm leaning against a tree and looking around to see if I see any horses, and then end my turn behind that tree trunk.
Lorenzo.
Still heading back to the tree line to go pick the guys up.
Which guys?
Brontis and Barash.
Oh, you're dashing back. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's only taking you like 100 rounds.
Sander.
Because of 10 minutes.
Better than better than infinite.
Yeah, true.
So I'm gonna move up next to Allie.
I wink at you again.
You scare the
it's
shit out of
falling
me
close
because you were
behind.
hidden.
Yeah?
Oh my God! Don't do that. You make noise. Something. My God. Thank you. Anything. I'm like, there were horses. So probably, are they breeding them just to kill them? Terrible villains. And I make another stealth check.
Yeah, sure.
Hey, that's a better one.
Yeah, this is a perfect bush to hide in.
Yeah. Giggity.
Ali.
You are just imitating me.
Yeah, perfectly though. perfectly. Like just the same stance as you're in, just
Yeah.
using everything
I can
around you
work
as
with that.
I'm
camouflage.
like, is
Yeah,
this
it's
how
also potential in that half
is this how
elf.
you do it? I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
normally I just like hunch my back and I'm like, I'm hidden.
Oh yeah. And I say, get in so your ass is not sticking out, please.
Quit looking at my ass.
Ah,
Oh,
That's
I didn't
weird.
think you minded. And then I'm going
I
to
give it a little
move
shimmy.
on. Moving out of the streamline now. Or further up. I'm going to split my movement. I'm going to move further like there.
Yeah.
Do I see anything in the north in that gap?
Nope. Nothing to see. Just a little bit of open gap between the trees.
Is that a stone or something? This slightly
Yeah,
lighter
it's a
color?
big stone that you see in front of you.
Could I move behind that stone into the tree line?
Yeah, sure.
And then I'm going to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should work. That I would end up somewhere like
Yeah, you're just behind the stone there.
I wanted to hide behind the stone like this.
Yeah,
going-
you can use your action for a height then.
And I'm rolling myself. That's
Cool.
a
Yeah, I think this is a
22.
fairly big stone you can hide behind. No problem.
So now the combat tracker that appeared. Here you go.
Lorenzo, still running.
Still running.
Xander.
Do my best Run Forest Run impression.
On. I'm staying right in the tree line. So I don't have to make stealth rolls, and I'm ending there. I don't want to end in the middle.
Okay, cool.
So I'll end my turn.
Olivia. You
That's
see,
so fast.
you see a bit more of the map.
Yeah, and no more bandits, right? Not yet, at least.
You haven't seen
and-
any so far.
And we have not seen like a gate or something into that camp, right?
Nope, you haven't.
Okay, then I'm going to sneak through the tree line. 5, 6, like here.
Okay.
And do I have to re-roll the stealth when I stay hidden behind the trees?
No, you don't.
Okay, then I'm readying an action in case a bandit shows up. And that's the end of my turn.
Okay.
Good.
Lorenzo still running back towards his party members. Xander.
So I just moved my guy 30 feet, I think,
Yeah, cool.
and crossing the open. Gonna still stay hidden. Nope. Grab it. Right. Yeah.
Yeah, you're doing fine, man. There's a good place to hide in. And you can move up a bit if you want.
Do I still have like 5 feet left or no?
You moved across, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Illyria.
Yeah. I'll keep on doing my routine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I stay right at the edge of the tree line over here. It always moves me a little bit further down. But
Yeah, same here.
I'm not on the grass. I'm still in the tree line. And I would like to roll perception to see if there are some bandits showing up, a guard or some.
Yeah, roll a
someone.
perception.
I have rolled a 22.
So you move across, right?
No, I'm staying in the tree line.
You hear on the other side, a little bit to the eastern side of you. So on the eastern side of the wall, you see. You hear a little bit of giggling and laughter of a woman and a man.
Okay.
To the
But
other
like,
side, to
they
the
are-
western part of the wall, or behind the western part of the wall, you hear a little bit of.
So those are the people inside the camp that are unaware, obviously, of us being here. Okay.
I'd bloody well hope so.
A snoring man and a woman giggling.
Yep.
So at least 3 people. Okay. As they sound so unaware, could I use my action to move again, like so to dash?
Yeah, sure.
And I will do that. Be able to get like here because I only moved 5 first. Can I sneak again? No, most likely not, right? Because I dashed. So
yeah,
yeah.
you dash, so and you cross
Then-
an open space, so.
Then, unless I see someone, or even if I did, wouldn't matter. I'm end my turn there. at
Okay.
that Point. Alrighty then.
Sander.
Let's see, 1, 2. So I move my full movement, 30 feet. And as my action, I'll dash. 1, 2.
Yeah, you're on the other side.
Yep.
Sure. That's it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Then it's Ali's turn again.
Okay then. Maybe I shouldn't mute myself between rounds because it's so fast. Doesn't really.
That can help.
There's 2 people in initiative right now,
Yeah.
from you at least.
So, yeah, I I will keep on moving through the tree line and watch out for more guards to kill. So, because we said in the beginning our plan is to circle around, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I get like here, and I think I'm going because I can move all the way through the tree line. I will dash. So, or is it a bad idea because Sander is going to get left behind? No, I'm re-rolling my stealth at this point when I notice that my friends have fallen behind. And it's a 14.
Yeah, sure.
And it ends my turn. Where did we leave Lorenzo?
He ran back to find get your friends.
Oh, yeah. Good.
Sander.
Alrighty.
Yeah, you move up as well. You want to dash?
6, and I'm gonna, yeah.
And you're next to Ali then. Cool.
Yep.
Ali.
Yeah. Keep on moving. Wait a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I would get like here. I'm going to roll for perception to see if I see anything new or hear. No, never mind.
What you do see is what seems
Yeah.
to be the edge of the
The gate?
gate.
Yeah. Good. And that's the end of my turn.
Sander.
1. So I'll go like right there. I see the well.
Yeah.
Am I the only one hearing a constant run of the Pink Panther theme tune as these 2 loop around the camp?
Yeah. And rolling stealth. Whoa.
All right. So,
Yeah. Yeah, all right.
Ali.
Yes. There are no more trees here, right?
Doesn't seem to be in the direct neighborhood.
Not-
You see a tree. If you want to check, yeah, roll a perception.
All right. So like further south, so we could
Yeah.
complete our circle. Perception rate is. Oh, that's a nat 20.
Natural 20, first of the
Hey.
evening.
First nat 24 tonight. So that's what 10 XP for the viewers.
Yep, everybody gets 10
I'm
XP.
going to give that to them now in chat. Here you go.
So yeah,
what do I
again,
see? I look
viewers
through
can
space
earn
and time.
XP while watching and can spend XP to give the party help or give me as a DM help, which is of course more fun. You also see two guards standing next to a opening, a gate towards this area.
The thing about experience is, in this stream, is whose life you want to make miserable, basically. You want to make ours, you give them to the DM.
The
Want to make
fun.
theirs, you give them to us.
Anything else you want to do, Ali?
Yeah, I'm debating if I should just shoot that one one of the bandits that I can see, the one that I have a clear line of sight and everything, basically the one on the south of the gate. I would be able to shoot that one, I think. It's not too far away with the longbow. So should I draw attention or not? I mean, if I shoot one from the gate,
You also do not know the lay of the land in the camp
Yeah.
itself.
I will whisper. I lean very close to Sender, so I can whisper directly in his.
Yeah, you're
ear.
basically traveling out together. Even though your
And-
turns are after each other, as long as you're moving the same speed, you're basically moving together, right? Because the turns happen at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I say to him, I can see two guards at the gate. There is no way to move stealthily from tree to tree because this is open area, right?
Also,
should
for now, you don't think that any other patrols are patrolling this area. So for now, we can drop initiative. You've been rocking and stealthing around a bit for like a minute or 5. By now, this was the. Do you want to do anything else, Ali?
I wanted to see if I could see horses because he heard the sound
You
of
don't
hooves,
see any
right?
horses.
Should we move the same way back? So we can get together with our friends?
Well, yeah, I don't want to cross in the open and
Yeah.
become a pincushion.
And I mean, we could come around from the south side next time when we have met up with the others.
So, Lorenzo,
Yeah.
you caught up with your friends after a minute or 5, and yeah, you come up to Brontes and Chandeliath, who are just talking about the birds and the bees and the flowers and the trees, and the
Yeah.
thing
See,
called
obviously
love.
he's been sprinting the whole way there, so he looks a little bit out of breath, but he doesn't look particularly strained by it. And you see him come to a stop before you both. About time.
Hello.
Come, we have work to do.
Okay.
And I follow. Just
And I'll explain the situation to you both along the way.
okay.
What do you
you
want
see
to
the-
explain to them? What do you want to say? Because I know
We
nothing
have,
right now.
we have located the bandit camp and neutralized what I believe to be the patrols. I think we are in the clear, provided that they have not stirred up more trouble while I've been gone. Come, we should hurry.
I follow, and you notice that Brontes, by default, runs almost faster than you do. Because
Splendid.
his speed is 35 speed. Although being a dwarf.
My feet's bigger than yours.
So, Ali and Xander make their way back around to the place where they entered the camp initially, right? And
Yeah.
by now, after the same time you move back around, which takes a few minutes, your friends have caught up with you, and you're all in the same area. So you're back together again! Hooray!
Whee! And as soon as I see this, I move very close and I whisper, we did not encounter any more bandits? But the gate is on the western side of the camp, and there are 2 guards standing there. I also heard one man snoring on the northern side of the camp, and a man and a woman speaking and giggling with each other. So there are at least 3 people in there. But my guess is way more than that.
What
Yeah,
time
but-
of day is it actually right now?
Morning, no?
It's afternoon.
Because if people are snoring,
No, it's the afternoon.
yeah, okay.
Maybe that's one of the guards who had to stand guard during the night or
Yeah,
something.
during that might be.
And
Did
so,
you-
and then I heard horses. So
Did you get a glimpse through the gates?
no,
Wait,
because
so you told us about the 2 guards, right?
The gates
Yeah.
are all the way on the west side.
yeah, and there is only free space in front of it. So we got
To
it
the west
as
of you,
far
you
as-
do see the same kind of path that might be coming from the west as well. But you haven't explored further west yet.
Yeah, because there are no trees there, right?
Nope, there are
Oh,
not trees there. So you think there might be another entrance there.
Okay.
While the discussion's
Well,
going on, do you mind
I-
if Lorenzo checks the body of the bandit that we've got here for any decent loot?
Yeah, that would be helpful.
Yeah,
I
from the bandit that you have here, you find a small pouch containing a silver and a copper.
Okay, I'll pocket that.
You find his weapons, a scimitar and a light crossbow. And
I'll
you
take the crossbow and any bolts he's got left.
and yeah, suddenly you think that the potion from the other guy moved to this guy, and you find a potion.
You find it
That's
what?
okay.
When you taste it, because that's how you identify potions, you think
Oh, okay. Potion.
you think it's a potion of climbing. And thanks again, Glossing Gadgets, for this one.
Splendid. Just briefly, how many bolts did he have on him for this crossbow?
He had about 12 left.
Splendid. Cheers. So you see Lorenzo just rifling through this guy's pockets and stashing this equipment on his person.
Okay.
Okay.
So
I have 2 suggestions to do.
What?
First, if there are only 2 guards on the what is the left side of the map, which sky direction? Is it
West.
west? Okay. So either way, I could put them asleep pretty surely with my magic, make them freeze in time, so give us some time to do whatever we want, or I don't know, look out for distraction with my mage hand, which can knock on the palisade at some points. From we could stay in the tree lines. I send my mage hand and knock against the palisade, and we could see what happens. For example,
I think the first idea might.
Doesn't it?
what?
Is there further tree line, from where we are around the south end of the palisade?
South
I
end
don't
seems
think
to have
so.
a path, yeah, but if you cross the path on the other side, you might be able to discern some trees in the distance.
I believe the first idea might be the best one for those of us who are not quite as quiet as the others. Says, and he deliberately avoids looking at Brontes as he says this.
yeah, I'm not. That sounds like a good idea to me.
But I would like to suggest the notion of perhaps those of us who feel a little bit more adventurous. There is a tree to the northwest, I have noticed, that grows very close to the walls of the palisade. It may be a good idea to sneak a few of us in through the back entrance, so to speak.
Oh yeah.
That's actually a
Oh,
pretty neat idea.
I
Indeed.
Yeah,
like it.
I concur. I actually hid out there, so it's right
I
next
follow.
to.
So you all move towards this tree. Cool.
Yeah.
As we go up, I'm going to check the other body that's in the right-hand corpse.
He's got 2 silver and 2 copper, and the same kind of weapons that you found before.
Yeah, just going to have the money.
Is it the same kind of bolts that fit into a hand crossbow as a regular one?
I would imagine they'd be a bit smaller, but otherwise,
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I don't know.
I guess that's for the
mechanically.
DM.
I have
Yeah.
a pretty nasty idea right now.
I
God.
guess
Yes!
I guess these would work as well.
Well,
Well, then
I just
if
need
there's more
to-
bolts, I would at least take a few that recoup the ones that I lost.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Can
sure.
I also get my arrows back then?
Important question to ask. Can I inflame things, like not warn things, of course, but can I inflame things with my dragon breath?
Yeah, you can.
Because
Anything that can be
this
lit on fire, you
palisade
can.
is made of wood,
Yes, it
and
is.
I bet, like, I mean, a burning palisade would definitely be a fun thing to do.
It would take a while to set it all on fire.
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah, it needs a while to wander around, of course, but still, I
Oh,
mean,
It could
There's
provide
livestock, like there's horses in there. There's, I don't know, I thought I heard people making out. I don't know
mean-
if it's all
I mean, they were giggling. That doesn't mean that they're making out.
I
okay.
just-
You know what? She's right. She's right. There were
You
people that
also
were
notice,
probably
by the
heavy
way,
petting.
guys, you also notice that this tree definitely almost reaches to the top of this palisade.
Ooh.
What is the distance of this camp actually? Did someone count that?
Well, we walked it, so wouldn't we know?
Yeah, no, I don't want to count squares right now because it's too many. So
I know, but so I'm saying, I'm
Yeah.
asking the DM, since we walked around the perimeter, wouldn't we know at least half the length of it?
How do you mean?
Hmm?
You have an
Well-
idea of how big it is from what you've seen, at least. But you haven't seen the southwestern part of it yet.
Right, but from what we
How-
see,
how
could
do
we
we
at
do that?
least?
Oh yeah, you can target the.
That's close enough, right?
So it's like 150 feet. Uh,
Oh, now I know what you mean.
Yeah,
Because
Depends on what
All right.
in the middle of the of war, right?
Well, we know from the perimeter at least it encompasses that
yeah.
distance.
for example, my sleep spell has a range of 90 feet. So
So
I'm
you could
like,
cast
pretty-
it within the camp.
yeah, exactly. So if I get a look into the camp, I could possibly take out most of the danger with just making them sleep, and then we jump inside from the palisade, from this tree, and just get them from inside out, because, yeah,
Perhaps it would be best to split up a little bit. Perhaps some of you are better going through the main entrance, perhaps cause a distraction, and
Or that.
one or two more up and over the tree, and we can go in through the back lines if there is something more dangerous there, perhaps.
I mean,
Or
there is
even just for the element of surprise.
we think that there's an entrance in the south as well, right? That's what you said, Ken, right?
Maybe. Could be.
Well, okay. Because
If you give me a moment, I may be able to get a bit of a glimpse into the camp. I might be able to see. And he starts getting hold of the branches and hoisting himself up into this tree.
All right, roll an athletic check for me.
Can I help him up, like giving him a leg?
You
up or
still have an
something?
bardic inspiration that might be just running off.
Can I
Yep, you
have
should.
an acrobatics for this?
Oh no, this is climbing. That would be an athletic check.
Okay, no worries.
I mean,
Yeah,
if you had
there's
climbing
bardic
gear, maybe.
inspiration.
Yeah, but you still have the bardic inspiration that you have the feeling that's just running off
What's,
right now.
what's the bardic inspiration dice?
1d4.
One. It's,
Alrighty.
should it be like a D6?
Maybe. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me check.
I think it
It-
starts
it-
with
it
level
It grows.
6,
I think
right?
it starts as a D6.
Yeah.
If anyone wants to help him up, he'd be appreciated.
I
Yeah, I
give a
wanted
boost.
to help.
You get a d6.
Alright.
Sorry, for whatever reason. Hey, there you are.
And someone's
That's
helping.
one.
Yeah, people around you are helping you, so
Yeah.
can you roll it with
Mhm.
advantage?
I'm sorry, I'm just toggling tabs.
I'm helping by giving him like a boost, a very
Yeah, I'm
powerful
not doing
boost.
Music
that.
on, music on, music on. There we go.
Well, that's a nice.
So that would be a
Yeah,
23.
yeah.
So you get hoisted up towards the first branches that you can reach, and you move up. And what you see directly is quite a lot, actually.
I mean, since it's afternoon, there should be pretty good light also, right? Yeah.
Okay.
One second.
Oh yeah.
Only the south way we can't. Oh,
Mhm.
okay, there we can see.
Ah, there.
Give me
There
one
should be
more
also two
second, because you
bandits,
see
right?
more.
Just from
Oh my god.
judging from the other.
Oh my god, I have such a great idea. But I don't see this, so I can't have. Oh my god.
So you see
Patience,
a
grasshopper.
camp in front of you.
Yeah, I
Uh,
mean, I didn't do anything for like 2 hours, so.
Yeah, you see a camp in front of you containing, in front of you, straight in front of you, there's a few horses strapped to some poles eating the grass where they stand. A entrance towards the south side, a campfire with a few people sitting around it, one patting another massive dog that's next to him. And you see a few tents and one quite bigger tent as well. But you quite have a good view of this entire camp right now, besides the stuff that's behind the other palisades over the other side.
Okay. Are they all? They're all stationary. There's no movement from anyone, I presume, at this point.
You don't see any yet?
And there's nobody by the south gate that I can see.
No.
Just something to. Damn it. I'm just looking at things, so yeah.
So yeah.
So after a minute or two of investigating this, you'll so lower himself from the branch. You'll still try and maintain his position, but he'll whisper down to the rest of you a commentary of what you can see inside and what the rough positions of the enemies are.
Well,
Okay.
I mean,
So you guys have a rough idea of what he saw.
if the horses are that close, we could try to shoo them off, kind of, to run through the camp for a distraction. If I would actually then get like a little bit closer over the palisade, I could hit all those bandits at the campfire with my sleep spell.
Mm-hmm.
If we can do that. But yeah, I mean, depending on what you guys think is the best idea to engage
I mean,
them.
We are here to make sure they do not harm anybody anymore, so I think asleep, although the merciful solution is not the good one because it is temporary.
Well,
But you could
that's-
take them prisoner and give them to
Exactly.
the local authorities.
We do not
And
know that there
also-
are any authorities here.
a sleeping man is not a fighting man, right? So,
Unless they
Yes,
wake
but-
up.
That is true.
of course, yes.
Where is the closest authority here, and do they have bounty on these?
I
You
mean,
see
actually-
Lorenzo pull his blade out and answer a little bit of that. This is the closest authority here, and he pulls it straight back.
Right.
I mean, they are also very good in position for an ice knife. So, or for my. So I have
So
a couple
we-
of spells that could be quite handy for that situation if we. But the question is, how do we want to engage the situation? How
Are
do
we
get
going
the
to
best
clear
advantage?
out the camp by killing all the bandits?
Well,
I believe this would perhaps be the best solution.
Yeah. I mean,
With luck, we may even only have to kill those at the campfire. The others, once they realize they are outnumbered and outclassed, perhaps they will leave. They will
I'm
choose to
telling-
save their own hides. Bandits are not the most courageous of folk.
I'm telling you now, there was a woman in here, and if there are children, I'm not going to kill children.
I have no intention of killing
wait, no,
children.
no, 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 no.
Bandits are not
letting you know.
children. Usually.
Yeah. Depending, right? This is
I mean,
rather large.
we can try to keep them prison or get them prisoners.
But then you would have to
I mean, let's
keep them
kill.
and all that to
We did
wherever
engage.
knows.
We did engage the guards, and I
So there were
don't
at least
think that we
5 people
can-
at the campfire, at least 2 people at the western gate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember, these
Oh.
are people that are clearly preying on the local travelers and have sniper nests set up. They have no interest in taking prisoners of their own. They are bloodthirsty killers. The world will not meet their
I have
kind.
no problem killing bandits, as I think I proved earlier. But I just say let's keep an eye out what might spring out of those tents. There might be surprises.
Of course, nobody ever said nothing about killing children. I'm not going to do that.
I'm just making sure that there is no
Prisoners
confusion
or whatever.
in the heat of battle.
Sure.
So
If we are feeling appropriate,
I mean, let's count the tents though. How many tents are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, plus the big one.
Mhm.
How many bandits do we see and did we encounter, or did you encounter? Or
I
We
mean, at
encountered
least one is
3.
sleeping, right? And
so
one
you killed 3?
we killed 3 and 1 dog. Yeah.
Yep.
And those seem to have been the guards patrolling around. And I guess if one gate has 2 guards, the other might have at least 1, right? More likely,
it is the
More-
safe assumption.
yeah. It's safe to say it's 2, right? So we would have 4
Yeah.
guards on gates. We have 5 bandits around the fire. We have 1 that is snoring and 1 that is heavy petting, as Sander just put it.
At least one was that
At
was
Sounded
least.
like it.
Yeah.
Sounded.
So,
There
for
is
argument's
no-
sake, if we manage to get you, Mr. Brush, over the wall, and in range of this sleeping spell of yours, you can eliminate the problem of the people at the campfire for a time, yes?
For 1 minute.
It should be enough time for me and the lady, if we get over the wall, to approach those at the southern gate. And if we are quick enough and skilled enough, we may be able to eliminate them and allow the others access into the compound.
I mean,
Perhaps,
I
if we're
also-
lucky, we'll get away with very little noise and have time to eliminate those at the campfire before they become a problem, along with those at the western gate.
I mean, I also
What do you
can
say,
try
Dwarf? You want to go to the south gate?
to shoe up the horses with my mage hand, just slap them and make them run.
Perception check.
What do you want to do?
I just saw a token move. I don't know if that's intentional or
I
not.
mean,
No, that was an accident. Sorry.
All right, no worries.
Okay.
We have been talking a while.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's true.
Brontes,
I like that idea, actually.
you want to go to the south gate?
I am unsure.
If we're going to split the party, we may split it 3. We might as well split it 3 ways.
Smart.
Yes, but I'm more of a.
Don't you know you never split the party?
We've
I'm more
already
of a-
done it once.
I know we can. There's no one without two. I know. I'm more of a brawler type. I'm good at breaking necks and spitting jaws and stuff.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
You only have to get within a certain distance and then just hold. When you hear the blades, possibly the screams, throw yourself in.
I like that.
Why doesn't everybody
don't
roll a
have to-
perception for me?
Perception, did you say?
Yes, please.
All of us?
Yes, please.
Incoming.
Then. Because we're sitting in a tree discussing, right?
Yes, exactly.
Well, there's only one of us in a tree, everybody else is below it.
There you go.
23.
Perception.
Oh, that's a nice color.
There you go.
Wait, is everyone rolling perception or?
Yes, everybody.
That got me shit.
Sorry, perception. Where's perception over here? Oh wow.
So
Yes,
Xander and Barrage are just looking upwards to Lorenzo, talking to him, while Lorenzo, being a bit higher up in the tree, and Illyria hearing something,
Mhm.
suddenly see
I hear something.
two guys coming around the corner.
Oh dear.
Of course.
And why doesn't everybody roll initiative?
Initiative.
We could have done it with a pretty neat plan, but no.
It's not over yet.
I
Got
gotta
away with it
say,
once. Can
Plans
I
have
request
already-
before combat starts that we take a quick break?
Yeah, sure. We can add a quick break in here. So, everybody, keep watching. We'll be back soon to see what happens in the bandit camp with these lovely players.
See you
So
shortly.
yeah, hang around. We won't be long. Bye bye. Welcome back, guys. We're gonna dive straight into it. Our heroes have found a quite large bandit camp and have seemed to be caught by a few bandits along the way. So this is where we start off with. Let me double check. Yeah, the bandit to the south, who turns toward you guys, sees you standing there, and shoots at Xander with his crossbow.
all right.
He misses with his crossbow because you're standing
What?
between some bushes and brushes.
Oh, thank God.
Some B&Bs.
And with that, he starts to run backwards a little bit. Next up is the other bandit who takes a shot at Brontes, which he sees.
Bring it on.
Which would be a 12 to hit, which is a miss.
Nope.
He also takes a pot shot and misses, and also turns around and starts running.
Ah, for fuck's sake.
And next is Ali. Suddenly, two pot shots come from the south and the north or west, and yeah.
I'm stepping out of the bushes so I get a clear line of sight.
Yeah.
And I will shoot at the bandit on number 3. Yeah. Okay. We don't have any advantages left, right?
Let me double check.
There is still mine if you want to use it, I think.
Yeah, you could use the one for the Tal has.
Is that okay?
Yeah, sure. It's
I
there.
would like to try to down him in one shot, so I...
And you also still have an inspiration, so.
Yeah, I'm going to cast as a bonus action. I have an inspiration. Oh yeah, right. I have a bonus. True. I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark on him.
So you place your Hunter's Mark that you cast previously on this guy.
Just.
And
Oh, okay.
So you don't
And
need to
then-
use an additional spell slot for that.
oh, okay.
It's a
I moved
self
it.
buff that you place on someone else, but it's a buff that you
Okay.
carry around for 8 hours. And if
Oh,
someone drops to
perfect.
0 HP, then whenever within those 8 hours you can place it on someone else.
That's amazing. Okay.
We don't know
All
that.
right. And then with an advantage, I'm going to shoot that guy.
That's
a
definitely a hit with a 26 to hit.
And then, do I have to roll it with a normal die 6, or did it add the?
No, just yeah, you didn't roll it on him. Try to roll it on him. Maybe that works.
Okay, let's see.
If you roll the damage onto on top of him himself.
Mm-hmm.
He's still
And give me 6.
yeah. Just roll a die 6 flat and I'll add it. And you actually rolled a 8 instead of a 5, so I'll add the
Okay.
die 6 to that.
So that's a
With that,
4.
you hit him straight in the back of his head. You were thunk, and he just falls down, falls down over flat in his face.
And with rest of my movement, I'm going to step back into the tree.
Yeah.
I could step up like here, right?
Yeah, you
1,
could.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, that should work.
Where did
And
the horses go?
I would like to
You don't
move
see them.
my. No, I can't move it. I will move it next round.
Okay.
That's my turn then.
Cool. Brontes. You suddenly see someone taking some pot shots at you guys.
People come, people die. This is weird. Brontes would like, as soon as I get the hang of the thing here, I am there. And I would like to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Crud. Yeah. Is there a way to measure distance?
You can draw a pointer. Right click pointers.
Yes. Oh god. Draw arrow. From here to here. How much distance is it?
If
does it
you
show?
30.
Okay, so if I move here, should be 35.
You have 35 movement?
Yes, I am a level 2 monk.
Oh, so you got additional 10 on your 25, right?
Yes.
Cool.
Exactly.
Sure.
And I would like to basically bull rush. Wait, which is the dead one?
The one to the south.
One to the south. Okay, I would like to bull rush the Bandit Watch number 4 with an action attack, shoulder bash between the knees. So I'm going to go into my actions, or just cut his tendons and go for a short sword attack.
Yeah.
Which is not much.
You did have advantage from Laney, or did Athena use that one, right?
I do not know. I think I had one. I don't know if Tahina used
Which
it.
one did you use, Tina?
I used my the star on my. Do I have?
I know
Take
that
it away.
like a while ago you said that every player gets advantage on the next d20 roll.
Yeah, so you still have one,
Yeah,
Barrage. You can give it to.
Wait, what? Yeah, I mean I have one left. But
I
doesn't
wanted
have
to use
Federico also?
I want to use my dungeon master inspiration for the advantage.
Yeah, sure.
So Federico has his own advantage from Leonie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. You should have it still. So
Okay,
Cool.
so I just needed to know if you used mine or not. That's it.
no.
That
No.
reminds me, do I have to do something to remove the dungeon master inspiration, or is it something that you do, Ken?
I think you
you
can
could-
do it on the top of your
Yeah,
character
you have
sheet.
to
Just
right
next
next
to the
to the
character
name, you have
portrait
to click
in
click
the
on the
character sheet.
All right,
the
so you can
inspiration.
roll that one again then.
Thanking Leonie, I would roll again. And roll even less.
That's still a miss.
Shit.
Okay, that's your action.
That's my action. Because
You can smack it as a bonus action.
yeah, I think I will smack him as bonus action to relieve the tension, so to speak. Use a key point and do 2 unarmed attacks.
That's
That's
better.
a hit.
And the second, does the second hit?
Second for what, sorry? Did you use a flurry or what?
Yes, is a flurry.
Okay, cool. The second one is a 14, and I think that is a hit as well.
Okay, so damage for
Yeah,
the
that's a hit.
first. That's a hit, perfect. And then damage for the second.
Nice.
So he seems to be caught by your attacks from behind and into his
Essentially-
knees and his the
Off.
back of his knees.
Yeah,
He seems to be damaged quite a lot. He's still moving, but
After I miss the machete attack, I go, bollocks! And I just like jump shoulder first into his lower back,
Yeah.
I think, and then give him an elbow strike between the butt cheeks
Yeah, and it hurt quite a bit, but he's still standing.
and call it quits.
Okay.
Next
Okay,
one.
and your turn.
Yeah.
Katanis, Lorenzo Suleiman.
Indeed. Lorenzo will be I'll take the hide action first, just so I can get the sneak attack.
Yeah, bonus action height. Cool.
Yeah. And I'm going to just as he's laying in these trees, he's going to get the crossbow that he's just nicked and just sight down at this guy that Brantus is wailing on. And see if we can get this.
You probably have to reposition for this, right? Because from
That's
this
a
position-
miss. Yeah, you move up a little bit for that.
because you have no line of sight right now.
Also, you should.
Yeah, I'll move across.
Also, you should roll for your stealth to see if you have advantage on this roll or not, because you stealth first.
Okay.
So yeah, you can roll again for your advantage. Which is still a miss.
What is wrong with you guys?
So you shoot off a crossbow bolt and it goes
It's not sighted
thunk
in.
in between his legs because you're not used to this weapon yet.
That'll
Did
be
you
my
not see
turn.
how it's done
Okay.
when I did it?
Barrage.
This is what you
Okay,
get for taking weapons from the dead.
How badly hurt does the bandit
Badly.
look? Badly.
Actually, you move up a bit so you can see. So yeah.
Yeah, like so I have good line of sight. Well, yeah, no, I'm not doing anything fancy. I just shoot my time flavored ray of frost at him,
All right.
and yeah, can I actually?
That's a hit
yeah.
with 13.
Is then 8 points of damage to him. Oh wait, probably the 10 damage from he didn't pull the 10 points of damage on the bandit. It was just only called in chat.
You did it on. Yeah. Okay. So with that, I did the damage on the wrong guy, but it's still okay. With that, the bandit falls over as he seems to be stopped in his movement, as well as his heart that stops. And yeah, he falls over and dies.
So what about the rest now?
You want to end your turn here?
Well, yeah, I want to move back into the trees a little bit more. Wait, the one in the south is he still standing? Well,
No, he's dead.
Yeah, okay. Because green dot again. But no, I would just move back like into the tree again, and then that will end my turn. Yes.
So, inside the encampment, we were told that there were horses right on this corner.
It seems that we can't see them anymore. Yeah.
But
Fine.
are the palisades perfectly built, or can I actually see in between a few of them at the horses?
If you want to move up there and check it out, you can roll a perception check.
So I move up. All right, skills. Perception, please don't let me down.
So you try to peek in between some of the pillars that's standing created from the some of the trees around this area, you think. And the only thing that you really see are 3 horses standing there.
So the bandits are gone?
No. I'm just looking. Oh, the bandits on the outside are dead.
You're not looking from up the tree, but between the palisade. Oh,
Yeah, because I wasn't in the tree.
yeah, okay. So that's why you don't see the bandits on the campfire. That's what I was.
Right.
Yeah,
but-
you only see the horses through. Yeah, that makes sense.
So, could vicious mockery startle the horses to run and stampede?
You should try and to find out.
That's what I'm going to do then. So, being that my character is a little overzealous at times, and since he doesn't want to...
There goes stealth.
Huh?
Saying stealth, gone.
Yeah. Why not make plans? again?
GTFO.
Well,
That's
at this point,
later.
but at this point, he thinks stealth is gone anyway.
Yeah. No, I'm not disagreeing with you, mate. I'm just remarking upon it.
Yeah, I would think stealth is gone anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
So, here's first for the save.
He makes his save. I see him just shaking his head a bit. And seems to shake off the effect of a vicious mockery. While you shout at him, what?
Fucking move, nag.
Okay. Cool. That's your turn?
Yeah, let me end it. Because I'm not going to move from here.
Horse
And I don't
doesn't kick
wanna-
down.
Well, maybe it's better that way for you guys, for everyone, for all of us.
Illyria.
Yeah, I'm going. If I don't see anyone down here, I would like to climb on that tree if that's at all possible.
Yeah, you can roll an athletic check for that.
Athletic. Oh, yeah. Let's see if it works out.
So
Hey,
you
that's
jump
pretty
up towards the first branches, manage to grab them, and climb up about 10 to 15 feet into the branches.
good. And I look, and do I see the bandits at the campfire?
You're not high enough yet to see what is on the other side.
Okay, so maybe next
Yeah.
round, or
Yeah.
okay, then I end my turn by climbing.
Okay. You see towards the south side a bandit coming up, as well as towards the west side of you, which seems to be a little bit startled by the corpses that they see lying on the bottom in front of them. They both shout out, "Help! Help! Help! We have invaders! We have invaders!" As you hear from the other side of the camp, a few people maybe picking up some weapons, some clattering, as well as a few of the snoring people maybe that stop snoring as well. They also both take a shot. One takes a shot at Barash. Which is a missed attack. The other one will take a shot onto Brontes.
Bring it. Bring it on.
Which will be another miss. So they both shoot a
He
bit
didn't
wide,
bring it.
while they also start running backwards a few feet. Brontes.
Lol. Who is having a laugh? I'm bloody well not. So. Let me see if I can move. Can't remove the pointer. I feel stupid. Wait a sec. Okay,
we go.
thank you very much. So, let's see how. Crud. Yeah.
So
I'm
what do you
going
want to do?
I would like to move to the guy to my left.
Okay.
Although I'll move my 5. 10,
That would be
15.
50 feet.
Yeah, I know. 20, 25, 30, 35. And then look at her, its face very intently for half a second. And then remember, ooh, I have stuff to throw. And then my action attack is going to be me drawing basically a nail. And then use one of my
So you
darts.
underhandedly throw this small little dart, nail-shaped dart at him.
Yeah.
Cool.
Fun.
Yeah, he's not a shuriken guy.
That's a hit.
So he throws nails. As in construction nails. For 5 damage.
That's 5 damage.
And that's it, I think. Yeah, I think.
He seems to be quite hurt by that, actually.
Ha!
And that's your turn?
Yep, that's my turn.
Nee, you can end your turn. Lorenzo.
Always forgot I can end turns. I'm sorry.
Okay, so knowing that the allows me, can I actually see into the camp which direction the reinforcements are coming through, which gate?
Well, you think there might be 2 gates, so you're not sure.
Yeah, but from my position in the tree, would I have enough sight to be able to actually see which direction they're going?
One is going south, one is going west, so they're both going another way.
Okay, but the group that was around the campfire?
Oh, you're still up in a tree, right?
Yeah.
The group in the campfire, see, has maybe a few less people. When you take another look at it.
And again, the ones that have left it, do I know which direction they're going? Can I see which gate they're going to?
They are not doing anything at the moment yet.
Okay, so we've got technically at the moment we've got one in either direction.
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to hop down from the tree. I don't know if that's going to cost movement or anything.
Yeah, you can jump out or you can climb out.
I'll jump.
I'll jump. Then you can roll a dex save.
Why do I keep getting rid of that?
Alright. Yeah, you land on the floor, still taking 3 points of bludgeoning damage while you land on the heel of your foot a bit uncomfortably.
Okay.
And yeah, you stand on the ground next to the tree right now.
Can't see how far that is. Okay. So I'll move up to support Bronte. Roughly, with taking the dash action, I should get to about here.
Yeah, sure.
And I'll end my turn with that.
Cool. Barash.
Okay, fun. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run 30 feet to the south. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 down here, which brings me to 55 feet range to the running of Bandit. And I'll yell at him, please run a bit faster for me, and shoot a ray of frost at him. Which is, I have targeted him, so I can actually. Okay, well then I will use my inspiration for that to actually hit him, because I can't do that joke with him not hitting him. So I can roll that again, right?
Yes, you can.
I took off the inspiration. Please hit now. Yes, better.
So you hit him in the back with a bolt of, shimmering
Not too much damage this time.
magic.
You
But
hit
still,
him with a
and
bolt
his
of
movement
whatever.
is slowed by 10 feet.
Okay,
So that's why I said it. So he can move 10 feet less.
cool.
And that ends my turn.
Xander.
So There is nothing that I have on me that I could either by move.
Yeah, go ahead.
I want to climb the tree.
Roll an athletics for me. So you jump up.
I don't climb the tree.
You jump up towards the branches, but you can't reach them. So you're just standing there a bit disappointed.
Oh, there goes my action.
No, that's just your movement.
Oh, well. What is... I keep forgetting the distance on this, and I need to be there. All right, so 60 feet is Vicious Mocker.
Yeah.
But I have no more movement, right?
You haven't used your movement yet, really.
Oh.
So you have 30 feet of movement.
30 would be... I'm going to be neck and neck with Barash. And I'm going to cast Vicious Mockery on the bandit who's now running away. Let me get the sheet out. First, I got to make sure he doesn't... First, I got to make sure he does or doesn't save.
And that's a natural 20 from the DM, actually.
Ow.
So that means everybody gets 10 XP. Woohoo!
Yay!
Oh, there you go, and it doesn't work.
He just seems to shrug off whatever mental image you seem to impress it with in your mind. What do you say?
Something about... Actually, at this point, it would probably just be like, God, you... Why don't you just... fuck it.
All right. And that's your turn?
And that would be my turn, and...
All right. With that, you hear from within the camp a big shouting voice, a really sharp voice, like someone smoking a lot. Everybody, protect the camp! We have invaders! You also hear a bell going off. Ding, 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 ding. And with that,
Great.
we're gonna leave the party for tonight.
Yeah.
So,
Cliffhanger!
This deep in shite.
everybody,
Could have been worse.
you're
It's going to
sorry.
be fun. I mean,
Next session is going to be fun.
You're currently at the edge of a bandit camp, seemingly caught by now, because it never goes well, right? And a bell has been rung, and you hear all these kinds of weapon clattering and people grabbing their armor and stuff together. So that's the adventure for tonight. So in 5 weeks from now, instead of 4, we will have our next session of Elemental Bane. So be sure to tune in again. Until then, this week, make sure that you watch tomorrow for Tahina. Announce it yourself.
Yeah, tomorrow at 4 p.m. UTC, you can watch the second one shot for our Women in Tabletop Gaming months. So it's an all-female cast for the Stellarnesty sisters. It's going to be an ongoing episodic form of one shot in my homebrew setting with this agency of all female agents doing all kind of interesting things. If things go as planned, they're going to go underground tomorrow. What that means, come and find out.
Yeah, the first one was really good. Definitely worth checking out.
Aw, thank you.
Could you
then-
remind our audience who the full cast of tomorrow's session?
Yeah, absolutely. Tomorrow I have the great honor to Dungeon Master for Glass and Gadgets, our own Leonie. She's going to play Fivine, the Sister of Truth. Then we have B-Hax, who is our Liz. She's playing in Storm King's Thunder. She plays Maria, the Tiefling Blood Hunter. Then we have Marzi, Edfallen Marzi. She is playing Water Genasi Abjuration Wizard. I have Frost from Fire, Charlie. She is playing also Tiefling Rogue, an Arcane Trickster. And I have Shelby, who's playing with me in Tomb of Annihilation. Her Twitter handle is @MisfitHell, and she plays my favorite race, Halfling, Barbarian, and she has a magic sword, so she's
Whoa.
able to wield a great sword, although it's
Yeah.
heavy.
Awesome.
Yeah.
It's an awesome cast, and it's loosely connected to the first one shot. So if you want, you can check that out in our archive. And as I said, 4 p.m. UTC, you can watch us playing.
Then next Monday we have Tales from the Yawning Portal coming back for their 10th session, so be sure to tune in for that. That's on 7 UTC, 7 p.m. UTC. On Tuesday you'll see me again with my buddies, real life buddies, Stan and possibly Johan, playing Dungeons and Dragons Online. So it's not a game we play, but still D&D, so come hang out with us in chat. Very interactive stream because we talk to our chat a lot in that game, different to these kinds of streams, so be sure to come around. And then after that, let's just announce it. On July 7th we have Sam. So Sam.
Yeah, well, we're taking up the second part of the extended one-shot, Magic Village for Sale. It's been on about a month ago now, but we've got myself DMing it, we've got Tahina in there as well, a couple of other people from our Curse of Strahd group. If you've checked that out, it's been really good fun so far, quite chaotic. By all means, feel free to check it out.
We love chaos.
And then on Sunday after we have Tomb of Annihilation with I think Tahina playing in that, so that should be fun as well.
I'm in half the games.
Yeah,
At least
doesn't
it feels
matter.
like it.
I mean,
Yes.
you're a
Not
good
in mine.
you're a good contributor to our wonderful content, right?
Yeah. I'm just
Uh,
addicted, so I just admit it.
let's do a bit of a round table before we go for the night. So first of all, tell us where we can find you. Maybe other games where we can find you, or other places that you're visible. And tell me about your favorite moment of the night. So we're gonna go start with Sander this time.
Oh, I'm not seeing anything anywhere on the.
So
You
it's
can
just Fumbles and
find-
Fame, right?
Yeah, exclusively for right now. I think there might be a podcast sometime in the future, maybe, or at least a podcast D&D game. But that's not for me to orchestrate. You can find me on Twitter as Wildly Frustrated. Yeah, that's it. I like doing this. So
We like having
I
you.
come back. No, thank you. I come back for more.
All right, Sam.
Yeah, similar. I'm not
Oh,
found
sorry.
many
By
places.
by the way, your favorite moment, Sander. Sorry.
Oh, I didn't realize I would be able to put down the dog that easily. That surprised me a little bit. So that, while not major, that was a big moment for me.
All right. Okay, then Sam.
So yeah, much as Street, I'm not anywhere on the internet really, other than in Fumbles and Fame. You can find me in another couple of games. As we said, I'm DMing a little bit now, and I'm also in the Oni's Curse of Strahd group, which is hoping to restart very soon. We're on a bit of a hiatus, but we're back in with that. So yeah, find me in the Discord channel if you want to check out. And as for the night's best moments, probably seeing Brontes do the dwarven thing and curse the sky gods. I felt that was nice and thematically appropriate.
Curse the sky gods get hit immediately, right?
Yep.
That's hubris.
That's
hubris.
That totally is. All right. Coming to Brontes, Federico. Sorry.
Federico. Yeah. On the contrary, I am bloody everywhere, basically. You can find me on Twitter at Federico Gavioli, of course. You can find me on Patreon, always as Federico Gavioli, because perhaps some of the newer people here don't remember I'm a game designer and I'm working on my games.
Yeah, we hopefully are able to see some of your great X systems sometime in the future on this stream, right? Because it may be a nice idea, yeah.
Yeah, about that, I am sorry that I wasn't able to be as present in the last 3 months as I was earlier this year, but work on the game, translation work, and
yeah, shit happens, yo.
Shit happens, yo, and some very nice shit happened. So it's a bit of a complicated situation. I'll try to be more present and involve, bring more of my southern madness and penchant for fire within these hallowed halls. And I believe my favorite moment from today's session was getting logged in the back of the head.
Yeah, it still was. Even though it was painful, it was the best good moment, right?
It was awesome.
Pretty good.
Yeah. So I bid you all here and not here a awesome night. I am going to sleep because I need to sleep.
Hendrik, Barash.
Well, I mean, the easiest way to find me is Discord. Otherwise, like, I don't use Twitter a lot. I don't use Facebook a lot. I don't use anything a lot. Especially if you're not German, then it's like, duh. So yeah, just Discord. I don't know. For the favorite moment of the evening, like when we finally got brought to the camp by Lorenzo, and I didn't have to sit around for 2 more hours. That was pretty good, because yeah, that was frustrating, so to say. But yeah, that was like at the end, then have a little bit of action and actually killing one of those bandits. That was quite fun. So yeah.
All right. Aliria, Tahina.
I'm everywhere. At least it feels like I'm can find me on Twitter at Tahina_Andale. Then I'm playing, as we already said, in Tomb of Annihilation. I'm Runa Rikasdottir, Grave Domain Cleric of Kellenwar. I play Ella, another cleric in Curse of Strahd with Leonie. I have the pleasure to play in Sam's one-shots. And I'm also DMing the Starinesti Sisters. As I said, tomorrow is our second one-shot. And on Tuesdays, I'm a permanent cast member for the campaign Wizards and Wardrobes over at Scraticus' channel, where I play the Fire Genasi Druid Forja Flamehair, the daughter of the desert. It's great fun. You should check that out. In the archive, because of course you have to watch DDO when Ken plays, because it's the same time slot.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody else, thanks for watching. Be sure to tune in to our other games, to our other campaigns, to our other sessions. It's definitely great fun to join us on the community, join our games, because there are usually slots open in games. Or if you want to DM a game, join us as well. We're always looking for new people, new players, and everything else. So just come and hang out. And I think for now, even though I wasn't able to use it today because I rather use this on cool enemies. Everybody else out there, be sure to claim your fame. Bye bye.
So long.
Night.
But next time. Bye.